Hello, friends, and welcome here to Town Hall Heroes, episode number 100. What did you just say, Kubi?
It's 100.
Oh,
100.
I hit the wrong button. Anyways, on
Is
episode
it
100, we are joined here by Dunk and BKB. Kubi and Zoya. Zoya is currently living in the Mosaic realm. But, Dunk Train, what's new, my friend? What are you drinking tonight?
Tonight we are drinking an Arrogant Bastard Ale,
Nice.
which has a magnificent score on Beer Advocates. So I picked it up. Seems pretty decent. Other than that, not much is new. You know, just chilling, getting prepped for Korea. We're heading to a boot camp, leaving this weekend. So really stoked, man.
Awesome. BKB. What's going
I'm drinking a beer, a Latvian, a classic one. It's quite good. It's delicious.
Okay.
And for me,
You need to mail me some
Yeah.
Latvian beer.
yes, it's very good. Latvian beer is really good. And nothing. I'm trying out for teams. Like I'm teamless free agent, and I'm currently trying for one team.
Do they make Latvian beer out of potatoes?
Uh, Kurvat, no, of course not. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Speaking of
troll.
potatoes, Zoya.
Close enough.
Like Zoya's my fucking cam.
Sorry. Hello? What's up, dudes?
Dude, did you like
What was the question?
nothing? What's up, man?
Hi. What's up with you,
Hey.
girl?
Just chill in Orlando, dude.
Yeah, nice.
It's okay. It's all right. All right, Laser Eyes.
Laser Eyes is back once again. We got the in honor of the holiday that Jake has so conveniently forgotten about tomorrow.
Nice.
Picked up some nice Smithwick's.
Good.
Is the premium Irish ale.
Dude, not to disrespect St. Patty's Day, I've been a little busy. I'm buying a house, I'm prepping a wedding, and my whole life has been flipped upside down. I'm in Orlando land where they don't have St. Patrick's Day. They don't have that
So
here
when
in
you
Florida.
went to the store to get whatever IPA
Is
or
my
thing,
audio bad too, or is it just
Yeah,
the
it's
webcam?
terrible.
It's
It's
not.
Okay, I'm gonna
it's-
restart our router. I'll be back.
All right.
Okay, all right. So you went to the store, Jake, to get beer.
Yep.
And you immediately start just like throwing out these excuses. I'm getting a house in Orlando, all this stuff. And you were faced with a choice at the liquor store to get an Irish beer or a non-Irish beer.
I didn't know
And
St.
you
Patty's
blamed
Day.
literally everything else in your life on the fact that you couldn't remember.
You're right. You're right. That's why.
Okay. I'm just want to make sure everyone is clear on what's happening right now.
Oh, Dunk Train's beard is like a frame for BKB. This is the new meta.
As it's splitting it, there we go. Boom.
Dunk Train's beer is like, I don't know, it's so good. It's Gucci, my boy. Dunk, I still owe you like $30, man, for the pizza in Seattle, man.
That's probably okay. I don't mind.
Okay.
Probably next time when we meet, hopefully, I believe so. Like soon, hopefully, I'll buy you a pizza.
European Championship summer, eh?
Hopefully, I'm really working towards it. I really want to go to Worlds,
Yeah, man.
so I'm gonna aim for it.
Nice, dude. Well, so just to preface tonight, you guys may have seen some announcements on Twitter. We'll talk about that a bit later. This is our 100th episode, which is pretty darn crazy. And as a result, we're going to kind of celebrate that. As everyone here has some kind of drink or another. Some of us are a little bit more ahead than the rest in terms of pacing. And
No head on my beer. Look, this is nice. It's good.
I think Zoya's winning the race.
Hey. Just right over his head, man.
We'll be talking about some of our favorite moments from Town Hall history. But before we get into all of the new announcements and of course the history of the show and just kind of our favorite moments and just the celebration in general, we do have a bit of news to discuss. So Dahaka, they've been teasing a new hero for the last 3 to 4 days. They initially showed an image on Twitter of like minions missing or something, and then they showed a burrow unit in the center of a map, which immediately was like, oh, Zerg, and then they confirmed it's Dahaka. And actually, I got the press email today, which I assume all the sites have launched full articles now, but I get all the press emails, and it pretty much lists his full kit, so we know exactly how Dahaka plays. And if I could type, if my keyboard worked, I would totally pull that up. Ooh. There we go, we good. So, have you guys read Dahaka's abilities?
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah, like I like Blizzard is just doing everything good, like regarding the heroes. Maybe Xul is like maybe different, but like all these Greyman Ling Ming.
That was the most manner way of shitting on a hero I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like you can be so bad, but you can still like do everything with Xul. It doesn't matter. Just click all buttons and maybe click on one guy route and that's it. Like I don't know, the hero is so broken, but it doesn't matter. Like, but Greyman Li Ming and like who was the third one I said? Huh?
Xul?
You think of Lunaro?
No,
Oh, Lunaro.
no. I mean Li Ming.
Oh?
Cho'Gall.
Do you guys...
Shots for Jay!
No.
My producer Crystal just brought me a shot. Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
there's Cat Kubi.
Nice.
Thank you.
Hello.
This is not a shot, by the way.
This is a
This
lemon
is
drop.
a crystal-sized drink.
What's a lemon drop?
I think it's vodka.
You don't know what
Wow,
the
you don't know what that
is?
is?
In your beer?
Oh my god, the
I'm not
fail.
dropping that in my beer. That
Dude,
sounds
those are
gross.
so easy.
Drinking?
Ah, look, sunscreen.
All I gotta say is I leave for 5 minutes and look what the fuck's happening. You expect to do more You expect to continue on more shows without me? This is not a hero show anymore, boys. This is a drinking show, and they're gonna talk about cats and stuff. Heroes, no more.
Hey, dude. Dogs, master species. Come on.
Thank you.
Nobody cares about cats.
Is the quality better?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's perfect.
Much better.
All right, back on topic. Thank you. We were talking about Dahaka's kit and how he's a pretty cool hero. And Dunk, you actually sent a tweet out talking about
Bye, Corey.
talking about Dahaka's skill shots and how
Yeah,
he's a very skill shot oriented hero.
Yeah, I mean, Matt kind of blasted me on that for my phrasing on Twitter. I said a lot of skill shots, but what I meant was impactful. Basically, like his Q and his R1 are both like what look to be the most impactful portions of his kit, and they're both skill shots, which I think is really good. He's got basically. You want me to just go over the abilities for people who don't know?
Yeah, do it up, man.
Okay, so Dahaka's kit, as spoiled so far, basically, instead of a mount, he has global mobility that allows him to essentially burrow underground and arrive somewhere. The catch is he can only use it into bushes, which should be extremely interesting.
Yeah, it's called Brush Stalker, and it's a 40-second cooldown.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
insane. That'll be a lot of fun. His trait is actually an activatable ability that gathers essence from enemy minions and heroes killed, stores them up, and then when you activate it, it restores health over a short duration. His Q ability, I don't know what it's called, but he basically...
Drag.
Okay, so he launches like his tongue or a projectile or something, and if it hits someone, it drags them behind him for a second and a half. So that's one of the skill shots I was talking about where like it's the core of his kit. It's almost going to be like a Stitches hook level of, oh man, if this guy's good at playing Dahaka, like he's going to hit us with drag all the time. So it's really frustrating. So I think that's a really good direction for the game to go, where the impactful skills of a hero are those skill shots. So I hope drag is something that's like difficult to hit and has a lot of skill behind it. So that'll be a lot of fun.
So
W is damage over time around him, Dark Swarm. Some of you might be familiar with the name of that ability from StarCraft. Allows him to move through units and do damage around him. So really simple ability, good, kit filler, solid. Third ability is Burrow, which is basically an ice block, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. Ice block as a full ability on a character's kit, that is going to be really interesting for play.
yeah, he can dodge so many abilities. He can remove so many stasis things, stuns, whatever, just juke them. And as you can read, Dark Swarm, it can actually be activated while you're burrowed. So in
Yeah.
theory, you can burrow under a lane of minions and just pop your swarm to clear it without taking any damage, whatever you need to do. Like,
Yeah.
theoretically, it's probably super mana intensive, but he could probably take a mercenary camp without taking any damage. It would take forever, and it would cost him a ton of mana, but based on what it says here,
Does it say what the cooldown is on Burrow?
burrow
Anywhere?
it says that it's a 2-second burrow, but it does not say what the cooldown
Okay,
is.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's gonna feel a lot like a Nubrak, where you're probably like not that tanky as an actual hero, but you're super tanky if you utilize your invulnerability frames and like health regen. In his case, shields for Nubrak really well. So I think that'll be really compelling. And then his first ultimate ability, his first heroic ability, is a skill shot that first target it hits. It actually not only silences them, which I think is good because we need more silences in the game, but unlinks their vision from their allies.
You can't see anything.
Oh, I love
sick.
that mechanic. I feel like that mechanic, ever since this is mentioned, is just one of the most compelling links between like how it would feel to be hunted by this monster and like the actual gameplay representation. Like having your vision narrowed to that small area is just like, oh god, like shit your pants terrifying. And I think it's so fun. I'm really happy to see it in Heroes.
Yeah. The only game that has it actually is Smite, I think, and that's it.
So,
Nice.
so I was
Really
thinking about this when I read this today about some of the heroes that might be most impactful to use it against, and it's like suddenly there's like counters that exist. So, think of a medic that can't see her targets to heal them. What does she do? She's worthless. Like for that entire duration. How long is the duration?
Does it
3 seconds.
stealth?
6
Does it
seconds.
stealth the
Everything-
allied heroes to you, just to you?
Your vision,
No,
your
but
vision
you don't have
radius is
vision.
like
Stealth.
nothing. Like you have like no vision radius at all.
Yeah, there's that, but they're stealth, right?
No. So like,
No.
I believe so. Yeah.
It unlinks your vision, which what that means is like normally when you're playing the game, you can see everything your allies can see.
Right. You're,
Based on the wording of this ability, when it hits you, you won't be able to see what your allies can see.
okay.
anymore.
I get it. I
So
get
you,
it.
So
you're reduced
you're
to
like
your own
alone.
vision, and your vision is like non-existent. Like you can't.
Yeah.
You're stumbling around like a blind oaf.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's
I think
cool.
it's going to be amazing.
The other heroic though is basically it's called adaptation. It's a 5-second delay, and 60% of all the damage that you take is healed as long as you live. So it's kind of like a self ancestral or self palm. And after that 5 seconds of absorbing a ton of damage, you just get the 60% of that damage received heal. So it's really kind of crazy sounding. And it
It's
sounds
good for
Go ahead.
versus Lunara, like
Oh, yeah.
versus Poison. It's meant, I think, like for Poison or like pretty much because like if you pop it and people just don't attack you, you can ignore it, or you just pop it for yourself so you can go ham. Like, because like people are, if they like attack you, then you're gonna restore the HP. But if you go in, actually it sounds OP. Like you pop it and you just do whatever the fuck you wanna do.
Whoa, is that a
Like-
screenshot, Jake?
So here's an
Oh, nice.
image of
Okay.
some of his level 1 talents. And
Yeah.
like there's some pretty cool stuff here. So you can get your regen globes will give you essence. Essence is that his trait, which gives you that activatable heal. Your essence will give you movement speed. That sounds like I don't know how much. Like this isn't really telling me that much. But that sounds
Yeah.
kind of awesome. And then essence increases health regen permanently. Now that's all huge, right? All these level 1 talents sound massively good, and they're all around his trait. And I just love this game design.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's going to be sick.
it's something like Sul has, with all the 3 choices, and he has like these choices, like a bit similar.
No, it's been
Like-
happening for a while. Karazim was the first hero, I think, that truly
Oh,
had
right,
the
Karazim,
all level
yeah.
1
Yep.
trait talents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's at level 7 he has basic attacks reduce the drag cooldown so you can cast more drags. He's got increased drag duration, so drag's more impactful. He can reduce the dark swarm cooldown when it hits enemy heroes, and he can increase the essence he gets from minions. I think it probably doubles it. So that's like some level 7. They sent a few images out. Level 7, level 1, and
13, if I remember correctly.
level 13, yeah. So increases movement speed in bushes. Brush Stalker increases movement speed, so that's when you use your
It'd be
mount.
awesome if they like doubled it or something. It's just like he pops out of a bush and he's just moving really fast all of a sudden, just to, like really
Well,
fit into the kit.
I mean, it might be.
That'd be awesome.
Because he doesn't have a mount. So the fact
Right, right.
that
Yeah.
he's like going to, like additional movement speed it's intuitive. He's supposed to feel like this scary beast that lurks in the shadows and it's like just pounces on you. So yeah, somebody in chat just mentioned that he regrows his arm when he casts adaptation, his heroic, the heal one. He regrows his arm, and it looks pretty darn cool. We can take a look at a few images in just a sec. But BKB, you're a warrior player. What are your thoughts on this hero? Are you excited?
I'm actually super excited, and I'm gonna like set a goal to become one of the best with him. I really like his playstyle, what you can do with him, and I think like with the abilities that he has with the kit, I think you could like easily be even a solo warrior, and like this game has like only like 2 solo warriors, you know, at the best. Like
Bird and ETC and maybe Johanna.
yeah, maybe yeah. Like yeah, you could run Johanna as a solo, but still. Like, and I think he could compete with Muradin and ETC, but we will see.
Kubi, thoughts on him?
I'm very, very excited about the drag mechanic. I think that's going to be really good. It depends on how well it's executed, but it sounds like a lot of fun, and it kind of feels like it's been a while since we've had like any kind of like kit aspect on a warrior that's just been like really excited to get my hands on that kind of thing. Like who did they release? Like Leoric's kind of who are the other warriors on the Cho'Gall?
Artanis. I mean, he's cool, but he doesn't have like any like exciting moments to his kit. Like he doesn't have like oh shit, Artanis does X, you know, like in his kit.
And yeah, it really does feel like, especially for people who play a lot of warriors, it's been a while since we've had something where it's just like really pumped to get our hands on it. Yeah. And
what was the last one? Like the one really cool one.
I don't know. Like I think like at times like Johanna was when she first came out, but then like Condemn really turned out to not be what we thought it would be. I guess in terms of like impactfulness, but
isn't like she boring? Like Johanna is super boring.
She used to be fun.
She used to be fun. That was the thing. Like clipping people at the very edge of Condemn used to actually be very, very impactful. But now it's like they've nerfed it so much like through like mechanic tweaks that it's just not the same.
Oh, you mean the pulling?
Yeah.
That it doesn't pull? Yeah, like...
that used to be actually a lot of fun to play with, and now I stopped playing the hero for the most part. Well, I mean, like, Rexxar, I don't know, doesn't really count so much, I guess. Yeah, it's been a while.
Who else is there? Yeah, there's like... Yeah, probably Chen. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, maybe it is Chen.
No, Leo.
I don't find Leo's kit.
Leo was specific. It was something new, something fresh to the game.
I think like the trait mechanics kind of neat, but in the end, it didn't really end up being as cool as I was.
I still like Leo as like a late game hero. I personally think Leo is one of the most fun warriors in the game. I just feel like I always have a presence as Leo, and I can get away with a lot of like poking and stuff other warriors can't. So. But, you know, that's the stylistic difference with all the warriors. But he feels different. He feels new. He feels like Stitches is honestly kind of like a hulking, clunky, you know, a hook machine. But Dahaka feels like he's going to be a little bit more, you know, in your face.
Apparently you're really loud.
Oh, I'm really...
freaking out.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Ouch, my ears,
Fix it,
Jake.
or we riot.
You're all the same for me. I don't know. But I really hope you can build different builds with him. Like, it would be really sick if you could go like bruiser type or like full warrior, like to run. I don't know. Like, I really hope it's unique as it looks like and sounds like.
They haven't executed warrior trait diversity very well in their past like.
Yeah, right.
There's like we were kind of hoping that Johanna would have some offensive like builds to her, and it just didn't end up panning out.
Dude, come on, Spiral Hammer. Come on.
So good, that damage is really makes a difference.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, hopefully the mic's better. Again, I'm in a hotel at a completely different computer with a completely different mic, so sorry for that. Anyways, like his kit sounds kind of interesting. So this is other than stage dive.
Wow,
this is,
Jake. Wow.
What's
you asked everyone's opinions about the hero, but me.
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Just because I'm leaving the show doesn't mean I've left yet.
So I didn't ask Dunk Train.
Involve me, sir.
I didn't ask Dunk Train either.
Birthday,
so thank you for calling me out. Happy birthday.
On his birthday too. On his birthday.
My heart.
All right, Zoya, give me your thoughts.
I think it's cool. I think the big thing for me is that this hero and every hero since I want to say Morales has introduced new mechanics to the game. With the Morales here, with Artanis' swap, Lunara, the movable wisp, with Li Ming and Greymane, you had the resets with this most recent hero. You have the healing reduction, and now with this one, we're getting the teleport into the bushes, and then the invulnerability movement thing. So each hero is like introducing new mechanics to the game lately, which I really like. And we haven't seen them too much. Like it felt for a while like a lot of the old heroes, when the new ones would come out, they're like still very similar to each other, and each one seems to have its own unique feel. And I'm curious how long Blizzard can keep that up, but it's been awesome so far. Like literally since Morales, everyone's felt different from a different hero. After balance changing and stuff, with Lunara's changes and stuff to her balance. But yeah, I think it's really cool, and I'm really curious to see how long they'll keep this up, because they're really doing a good job with each new hero when it comes to just making them different.
I agree, man.
I completely agree.
Super impressive.
I've been waiting for this hero for a while. I think we were like sort of theory crafting like a while back, like as to which heroes would be coming up next. And I think there was a teaser at some point before Medic was released that the next hero was a StarCraft hero. And I thought this is where Dahaka would be. No, we're talking way back, like before BlizzCon. Okay. I think that they were like, oh, next hero is a StarCraft hero, and I was like, it's got to be Dahaka. I've been like waiting for it since then, because yeah, I just think that there's like a lot of potential for this hero, and it looks like they've done a pretty good job kit-wise executing it. Of course, we'll see when we get our hands on him. But
so I saw a post on Reddit that was here it is. This is the mecha skin that's going to exist. If you guys, so when they always release the bundles, each hero has like a skin that comes with it. So we're gonna have Mecha Dahaka, which honestly, this is one of the coolest.
Yeah, they pretty much made that color for me.
Yeah, that's
my gems right there.
Oh my god,
that is my jams.
And then there's some concept art that they included in the email with the master skin of Dahaka.
Dude, Spikes.
Spikes, man.
The master skin special. Spikes, boys.
Dude, Samwise's art.
Spikes.
I'll never get sick of it. Dunk, we didn't actually get your opinions either.
Notice he didn't complain.
I don't know. I feel like I talked enough about him. I was doing the ability intro and stuff. Like, he seems cool. Like, I'll be happy to see what he does in game.
Something unique. Like, yeah.
So, I wanted to ask you guys if you think that there will ever be a case where there's like synergy and prioritization of like the crazy rotation potential. So already Brightwing is powerful because she provides this global presence to an extent, and a much greater extent than Dahaka in a way, because she goes to a hero. And in competitive play and organized play, there's a lot of impact that can have. Do you think that's going to be enough on larger maps for Dahaka to merit like maybe a more prioritized pick for something like
You got halfway there and then stopped. You gave up. You're like, I'm going to turn around and put two words together to make this. Yeah, we're going to see Nidus Worm for sure. Dang. Nobody's listening. All right.
I don't know. I gave you a dumb smile.
God. All right. Brightwing and Dahaka. I mean, I don't think so. I don't know if it's strong enough. Like, I think it's going to be more about like how good his wave clears. I'm not really sure if that's the point of the hero. Are you talking like lane pushing, like split push, or are you talking just like gank style?
Well, I guess kind of both. So like his
Why
ability
not both?
to soak a lane, but then to be able to quickly teleport into a bush, behind enemy lines, and go in with that full Yoshi status where he goes in with the tongue.
I was like, what was that noise?
But like,
I mean, you got to remember, 40 seconds. That's, especially early game, can be an eternity too.
Yeah.
So,
like,
depends on
look
the
at
map as well.
Muradin. Like he doesn't have like a great wave clear, and he's not like a strong laner, and he's still like the best warrior, like top 2, So the hack could be like the same, like could be similar. That maybe she doesn't have wave clear or she's not strong in lane, but she has so much presence on the map that she could be like OP as fuck. So yeah.
Yeah, I think
Let's see.
there's like people already do prioritize heroes for their globals already. Like Volstad gets a lot of
Yeah.
prioritization because of his global mount. So, I mean, Dahaka, like his mount is really, really good. So, I would expect him to see a lot of play on big maps, especially.
Sick City. Well, considering they announced all the Dahaka details and whatnot for the most part this week, and we don't have a trailer yet, didn't Zool just come out last week, or was it 2 weeks? 2 weeks ago. So maybe next week is Dahaka week, but on average, I think it's been 4 weeks for launch. So who knows?
So he'll probably launch right before the Spring Championship, just not be available, huh?
I can't imagine him being available for Spring Championship.
Well, yeah, obviously won't be
won't.
available, but like, that's interesting that he's launching soon. That's really cool.
Huh. Well,
I'd be surprised if he launched before Korea.
Really?
Oh,
I mean,
it
that's
feels-
still 2 weeks away, and they already revealed his kit. I feel like the
what
time
if they-
frame.
feels so. I don't know. It feels so soon. Maybe I'm being weird about it. It just feels like
It does seem soon.
it feels
Zool-
very soon.
Zool
Like even
feels
though it's
like
like the
brand
same
new.
period. Yeah.
I feel like that's great, dude. I really feel like the game just needs a bigger hero roster, so just slamming him out like this is perfect.
Well, this is the 50th hero in the game, which is actually a big deal that we're now at 50. That's huge. So, this is our 100th episode of Town Hall. But so claps to us. Claps to us. Everyone at home, clap, clap, clap. Good, very good, very good. But this is Blizzard's 50th hero in Heroes of the Storm. Claps to Blizzard.
I'll clap for that one. I wasn't gonna do that other one, but
Damn, dude, the salt is real. Well, that's really exciting. That this is our 50th hero coming out. Maybe chat saying probably PTR soon, so we can hope. Dahaka, we'll definitely have our eyes on, and as soon as he's launching, we'll do a big discussion on him when we know more about the hero. Moving on to the show, I wanted to briefly talk about kind of Heroes of the Dorm and how things have changed since last year, and kind of my role right now too, because a lot of people don't even know why I'm in Orlando or what I'm doing out here. So basically, the TLDR, we're gonna keep this quick, is Heroes of the Dorm was actually more important last year for competitive heroes than most of the community thinks, as far as I perceive it. It received a lot of media attention, both good and bad, but publicity is publicity at the end of the day. And when Heroes of the Dorm was on ESPN last year, it caused some waves, and it brought in a lot of new faces. Wow, Elsana, you need to I'm going to ban you if you keep spamming that. Anyways, so...
Easy, Jake.
Yeah, well, that's...
What is Uta Uzi? What is
it's a
that?
college, but a bad one. Anyways,
Oh,
Go!
hey man, gotta go in.
Shots fired.
UTA, not gonna happen.
Rip.
So, Heroes of the Dorm last year did some great things for the hero scene. Really, really gave a lot of great opportunity. And if you guys didn't see it, Cal Berkeley ended up winning the whole event. And Fan, it's made a big name for himself. Now, obviously, Fan has solidified his name after winning
Most
BlizzCon.
winningest player.
Winning BlizzCon with Cloud9, pretty big deal. Now he's on Niventic, second place team in North America Regionals. Dunk Train, that was for you. So back to Dorm. This year, they're going all out. So last year they did all these like one-off weekend events, and they did it at Burbank at the ESL studio. And I thought it was a really cool event. I worked production for the whole thing. This was before I was an actual like caster with any real experience, honestly. Kubi and I had been casting a lot of stuff at home, but I was a production guy because that was my background. So I worked in production, and I got to work with like with Trixler and Cloakin and Forecourt Jester and Day 9 and Tastosis and all these guys, and it was a great event, and things were huge. But this time around, ESPN is super interested. They're super invested. So basically, we are holed up here in Orlando, Florida, at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. And we're using their studio and their production team. Now, we have their live studio team, and a lot of the actual production assets and whatnot are the company that does. It's called Yellow Light. They're the company that does all of the stuff for like BlizzCon and North America regionals and a lot of those major events. So it's this whole collaborative effort with TESPA, which is the collegiate esports team at Blizzard, and then Yellow Light Live, and then ESPN. And then you have all the casters living here. We actually have all these days where we're like sitting here studying all the teams, or we're compiling all kinds of stats, we're researching their draft history, and we're being compensated for all this research, which is really awesome. Like, it's honestly phenomenal.
That's
and,
sick.
and we're learning so much about all these collegiate teams, and there's like heroesofthedorm.com has like these crazy team profiles that shows you like the most picked hero for every player on their team. Like, it's crazy how much information there is out there, and it's like it's amazing. Like, if this is anything what Competitive Heroes evolves to be, like the way that they've done heroesofthedorm.com, then that is exactly the direction the game needs to go, because
That's sick.
everything is being done right. We're being treated super well as commentators. My hotel room has a full kitchen, which is insane. We are, we have multiple days of rehearsal and preparation to get ready for every show. I mean, I was on national television on Sunday night, and as much as I don't care about that, that's still a big deal, because TV is for dinosaurs, in the words of Fish Sticks. Because I care about the internet, but it's still really good for the game. It's still really good for the game. So it's a super cool experience. And I'm just pumped that ESPN's like investing in the game, and that Blizzard's putting all this effort into Heroes of the Dorm, and I really hope that that's what the future of competitive Heroes looks like. Because if you guys haven't checked out heroesofthedorm.com and looked at the Fish Sticks is a Twitch employee, guys, so don't think that's the weirdest thing in the world. I don't know, it's cool. Did you guys catch the show this Sunday? The bracket reveal?
I just I went to the end of it so I could see you shuffling papers. That's all I heard about. I was like, I need to see this.
I had to watch Cloaken on the desk. Like, so good.
What a
Dude,
beast.
Cloaken's a god.
Yeah.
Damn. Cloaken is a god. So
They just have to be interested and like really start like, I don't know, engaging more with like esports. Like they have the resources, they can do everything to make the game good. They just need to be interested or dedicated to it. They have so many resources. It's like fucking Blizzard. They can do whatever they want to do.
Fucking Blizzard, man.
So
Blizzard.
to explain the paper shuffling story for anyone that didn't catch it, they kind of do this silhouette thing, and they tell us they want us to like talk to each other, like basically as they pan out to the silhouettes, and everyone's doing the classic news thing. I look over, I see in the corner of my eye, I see Cloaken doing this with his papers, and in the corner of my eye, I see Gilly doing the same thing with their papers. And I'm just like, I can't do that. What do I do? So all my papers are laid out on the desk, and I just sat there and I just moved them around like back and forth. I just slowly disorganized them.
Oh,
like
God.
it was like legitimately.
No, you nailed it, dude. You nailed shuffling papers.
Nice. That's like the little kid at the magic card shop who doesn't know how to shuffle, so he just puts his whole deck on the table, like smooshes it together, like on top of each other, and you're like, oh god, it's gonna take me like 8 years to get that thing back into one pile.
And facing the right way. God.
Yeah, dude. The facing's on it. Like, you tear the sleeves because they intersect wrong. Oh, don't be that guy.
Dude, the best part of it all is I was saying to Gilly while doing it, I was like, nobody is ever going to notice I'm doing this. And I got called out by so many people for doing it.
Apparently, you've never had a desk job because you don't know what shuffling. I was reading the comments. I was like, wow. All right. Jeez, guys, relax.
Wait,
Guys,
people like in the YouTube comments, people talked about it? Oh, I have to check that out.
No, they were calling you out for never having had a desk job. For that reason. I was like, well, Jake's apparently never had one. He doesn't know what paper shuffling is.
I have had a desk job, but what's up, BKB?
Can I have like a 2-minute break? I wanna order food. I'm hungry as fuck.
Hey BKB.
Maybe you can do whatever you want.
Hey man, go breathe some dragon fire and get some food.
Okay, no, I'll just order it. I'll be right here. I'm gonna listen with one ear and talk with the other ear.
Hey dude.
Make sure you mute your mic.
Okay. You don't want to hear Latvian? Go for
So wait, did you see my shirt? This is like in honor of you wearing Pikachu shirts on the show.
Is that
Nah,
Gengar?
Sue.
That's my favorite Pokemans.
So
That's a nice
I like that
So-
shirt.
Gengar is in my top 6, my original, and Allison is
Yeah,
Pikachu.
because he's broken his heart. Never
Well,
mind. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, you're right. So that's my love life. Anyways, so yeah, Heroes of the Dorm, pretty dope. Anybody just want to say anything about it before we carry on?
I'll wait till I see the production of the games being cast themselves. Last year was very, I mean, it made sense for TV, but it was very unappealing. But the UI has changed a lot since then. We have new overlays and stuff, so I'm just more curious to see how the in-game casting looks compared to last year.
Yeah. Well, one thing I will point out is one thing they've changed is this year, most of the stages that are available online are also available on Twitch and YouTube. So that means it will be available for a global audience. I believe it might be different for the grand finals because the grand finals is only on TV. It's not on ESPN3. It's on ESPN2.
I
which
think
is-
they said that grand finals specifically for non-United States residents would be viewable on a YouTube stream. Is I think what I read.
Okay, that sounds right
Interesting.
to me. So I will agree with you.
I don't know. I think it was from like Reddit or someone. Someone was talking about like how can I watch this if I'm not in the U.S. and like somebody was giving them all the breakdown. So seemed like they knew what they were talking about.
Assuming that's not the channel restreamed onto YouTube. Which, that's illegal, boys.
Yeah.
Crystal, don't yell at me. Yeah, so it should be dope. But
Jake spilled too many beans already.
I gotta be careful what I say, man. I don't want to.
I would ask you questions, but I don't want
Jake,
to put you on the spot. so.
Somebody in chat asked who was doing the obsing. That's Miwa, right?
Miwa and Poseidon, I know are
Okay.
obsing in Orlando, but for finals, I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I don't.
So-
I don't think they've booked everyone for finals. Like I haven't been booked for Seattle. So I mean,
Oh, thank God.
yeah,
Then
I
I
know,
could
right?
squeeze
you're
in
right.
there.
You're right. So we'll see. But that time will tell. Time will tell. So,
Mhm.
all right, moving on to our announcement segment. And BKB is still here. So Zoya, you made a bit of a kind of a big tweet a couple days ago.
Yeah,
Made a ruckus.
A ruckus. I don't know if I would call that a ruckus, but yeah, this is going to be my last episode of Town Hall Heroes as a host. So that was the tweet.
Indeed it was.
Did you want to elaborate at all, or are you just gonna kind of leave it at that?
Yeah, I can elaborate. I think people underestimate how much effort it takes to put in the show, especially in the early days. The early days, we were like networking out our ass. We were reaching out to websites. We were doing everything we can. It was just a lot of work, essentially.
Yeah.
And we did that for 2 years, 100 episodes. That is exhausting, and it's hard. Basically, there's a lot of things there's a lot of things. I can't point to one main reason. A lot of people were speculating in the comments on the Reddit thread. Most of those speculations were partially right. Everything had a bit of involved with it, but the main thing is I have stopped enjoying the show. I don't. There was a period of time, a very long period of time, first 70 episodes probably, where I like look forward to coming on the show, and every week, and then it's got to the point where I don't hate the show, but I don't have the passion for the show that I once had. Has nothing to do with Heroes, has nothing to do with the game itself. It's just this has been 2 years of work, and I loved every second of it, but I just don't have anything more to give for the show. It's just the passion's not there anymore, and I know there's people that will have the passion for the show to keep it thriving. So That's the main reason. There's a lot of things involved with it. It's not just, that's not enough to make me quit. There's a lot of other things as well. But if I'm not enjoying it, there are people who will enjoy it and give it their all, 100% every week. So
yeah, I mean, for those that don't understand, I mean, this is something we do for the community more than anything else. We don't make money on this. We've never been able to monetize it. I mean, we made a few $100s off T-shirt sales that we divide amongst the three of us. But it's like, for the most part, we're locking out our Wednesdays for this every week. So, well, first and foremost, Zoya, thank you so much for 100 amazing episodes. And
it wasn't easy to want to step down. It was very sudden too. I caught Jake way off guard a few days ago.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
But
I just want to say, Zoya, that actually Town Hall, at some point, it was really fun. Also, to be honest, because of you, you were just honest, you didn't care. You just said what you thought,
Well,
and it's good.
That's his strength,
Yeah.
dude. I love that about him, and
Yeah.
it's always
That's
made him
true.
a strong pillar. But
Yeah.
you will very much be returning as a guest, and
Appreciate hearing
I
that.
will force you on the fucking show, my friend. So
yeah, I mean, there was a lot of things involved. It was a very recent decision I made. I feel that with other things aligning with it and it being episode 100, if I could definitely carry on for another 20, 30 episodes, but it just felt best to stop now. I'm not leaving Heroes. I'm still going to be very much involved with the scene. I'm going to start streaming and producing content more.
So are you
I'm getting
leaving Town
surprisingly
Hall-
emotional, but
Are you leaving Town Hall to get more time to practice for your professional heroes career? Is that what you're doing?
Damn.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah, the secret.
I've
the
been
secret.
dominating the Team League ladder the
Yeah?
last few weeks, being carried by some Cloud9 members, but
Going
Always
back to week 4. Jared used to be a competitive guy.
Yeah.
Way back.
Someone wrote, have a Zoya guest every week. Kappa.
Well,
yeah. So it's I'm sad about it.
sad you're
trying
leaving
really
on your
hard.
birthday too.
Fuck off, you son of a bitch. Yeah, it sucks, but I think it's a good change. It'll bring. I already know who the replacement host is for me, which is really cool. I think he's just as good looking as me, maybe slightly better. So we'll still have the sex appeal, but the show's headed in a good direction. And like I said, I'm not leaving Heroes. And Jake said, I'll be back to shit talk Europe whenever it's needed. So
Wonderful.
We need that, man. That's
Brilliant.
Yeah.
gotta
Can't
keep
have the
Europe
show
in
getting
check.
too PC.
Well, I don't know what else to say, Zoya. It's
I do want to say that this one's gonna be hard to get out. Fuck. Kubi and Jake have become two of the closest friends I have. Couldn't have been happier. That it was you two I made it to 100 with. So thanks, guys.
I love you, man.
Oh. Esports, man.
To Town Hall.
It's Town Hall. Cheers, man.
So that's my announcement.
Nice, man.
Oh my
Well,
god, Zoe is fucking awesome.
the community thanks you for your service.
You're fucking cool, man.
I hate to do this, but Fire Torpedo 2.
Yeah.
Well, unlike Jared, I'm going to be taking some let's say an extended hiatus for the time being. That includes leaving the show and casting for now, and any involvement in the community, at least for the foreseeable future, for a lot of the reasons that Jared mentioned. With just the show being a lot of work, it is an insane amount of work, and I do have a lot of just life stuff in general coming up. Vacations, travel. Going to be some work changing up in the future for me, like actual work. And on that note, Heroes has been something that I've sank an insane amount of time into, on top of having a 40+ hour a week job, and just the way that things look to, I guess, project in my perspective. It just doesn't look like moving forward it's going to be something that's really I can continue to sink my time into. So this is also going to be my last episode as a host, and along the same veins that Jared was saying, I also know who my host or replacement host is going to be. Also an equally handsome fella himself. We'll get to that in a little bit, but yeah, it's been an insane 2 years. I'm not going to just say that I'm flat out retiring if things look to perhaps improve in the near, who knows, couple months, year. I don't know. We'll see where things take us. So I don't want to just say that I'm leaving forever, but just things. It's just not the right time and place for me to continue doing what we're doing with Heroes, at least from my perspective. So that's it for me.
Well, I just poured a new drink, but Zoya and Kubi,
it's been a blast.
it's been a hell of a ride, my friends. This is really rough, but I respect both of your decisions very much. 100 episodes is no easy feat. The show that inspired Town Hall, State of the Game, ended at episode 100, and I think it's impressive enough that we made it this far with the three of us, and I don't think it's at all something anyone should ever be ashamed of, because we have put in so much effort to make the show what it is. Cheers to you.
Cheers. You're a trio, guys. Like, you're three good friends. Esports.
Esports?
You three been around on the show.
Just keep contact, and it's easy.
Oh yeah, I mean this friendship is not over. That's for sure.
Exactly.
The friendship is not over.
And no, I'm just saying, don't forget that it's most important. So,
So,
it's about
torpedo number 3.
There's more?
There's more torpedoes. Shit.
Oh boy.
Jake, no.
This is a
You
torpedo.
can't handle this.
This is a torpedo of positivity.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, you can't. What? Torpedo positivity? Torpedoes are about death and destruction.
Torpedoes sink things, Jake. You can't just say that. You can't play with my feelings like that.
Yeah. What is this? A torpedo of love and cuddles? Like what?
I just wanted to get this reaction out of Twitch chat, and it worked. The show will be continuing on, and our lovely guests tonight, Dunktrain and BKB, will become the new hosts to fill the roles of Zoya and Kubi. So everyone, give a warm welcome to Dunktrain and BKB, who have stepped up and agreed to come on to be weekly hosts. And Town Hall will be moving forward 2 hours to better accommodate our EU guests and viewers.
Yes.
And host.
And host and BKB.
Well, he's
So
a beast.
it'll be moving up to 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, moving forward, and that'll be midnight for our European guests, which is far more manageable for most of them versus 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., which is a very hard time frame to do. So, welcome to the show, my friends, and
you guys will do a fantastic job, no doubt. You guys have been amazing guests throughout the many, many times that we've had you on in the first 100 episodes, and I have no doubt and I have complete faith that you guys will be fantastic guests and will carry on the legacy of Town Hall Heroes.
Yeah, and
Thank you,
I was worried for a minute there, but with losing me is a lot of sex appeal. Like at least half your women viewer base just right out the gate.
Damn.
And men too, because
Because
that's just it. But luckily, Dunktrain and BKB are the two closest things you can get to what
Together we can almost reach one.
Together,
Zoya.
you salvage most of the sex appeal.
Yeah, okay.
Show's headed in a good direction, boys.
Yeah. I just want to say I'm honored, and I'm gonna try to do my best. even though not looking like Dunk Train has a team, and I'm gonna like looking for a new team. I'm sure like me and Dunk Train will do our best to help the show. So I'm really looking forward to work with this and like help also esports community and just like Heroes community grow. So
Yeah, man. Like this show, 100 episodes. Like I started Heroes streaming, like at the same time Town Hall happened, and it's just insane. It's been 2 years, guys, that we've been doing this.
Yeah.
Like that's mind blowing, and like you guys have been doing a show every week. It's just insane. So, yeah, I hope I can just keep the legacy strong. Hope the show.
It's gonna be hard,
It's
man.
You guys will do well.
You guys.
it's gonna be hard. We'll manage, man. It will be fine, man.
You have to bring the whistle back, though.
Is that a requirement? To get your slot?
Please.
I will buy you a new train whistle
Oh yeah.
if that's what it takes. I will give me your address and I will order you a train whistle.
Okay.
He'll make you one. He will carve it out of wood.
And I'm gonna buy.
hand, a hand carved
hand-carved.
Jake train whistle. Oh my god.
I'm gonna buy BKB a flashlight too, so he doesn't live in the shadows.
I'll make sure next time I have like. But guys, like I'm drunk a bit and like I did something else. And, like,
Yo, they call that dragon breath. That's why you got the dragon. You're always breathing fire, man. Well,
yeah, I prefer when it's not like shiny in my face. So
and you know, while we're at it though, you know, a big shout out to Sham too. He was part of the show for a good 70 episodes.
Absolutely.
He was an absolute crucial foundation of the show as it started. And you know, we kind of burned that bridge, and I've been pretty transparent about that with my stream, and I feel terrible about it. And it's one of my biggest regrets in my career in esports in general, is burning that bridge. So. Cheers to Champ 2 for his involvement in building what we've created here at Town Hall, and being a crucial part of our success in especially the early days of the show.
To burn the bridges and former esports compatriots.
I hope to rebuild that bridge someday, but I will say, as hard as this is moving forward with a whole new roster, I am very excited for the future of the show. I think Heroes is heading in a wonderful direction right now, especially in their hero design and the patch ratio. So the rate at which heroes are coming out, the rate at which they're doing balance patches, and the rate at which, rather, the design of each hero they release is so much better than some of the early hero designs. Like if you look at some of the heroes that have released and you compare their kit to like Arthas is like, I hate his kit, man.
That's not fair.
why?
How about
Yeah, you
compared to
can't
first
compare
kit
to-
Do you remember first kit Arthas?
Okay,
Do you
that was-
remember
that was
first
awful.
Alpha Arthas?
Dude,
I was the only person
so
in the entire
bad.
game that played him. Then I was the only
He was
person.
so
Dude, you were
bad.
obsessed with him back then.
What?
Do you remember Laser Beam Tyrael? I miss Laser Beam Tyrael.
Yeah.
Arthas was broken.
That was actually a
as fuck.
fun mechanic. I'm waiting for them to bring that back.
No,
on somebody.
BKB original Arthas. Back before he didn't have Death Coil, his
Yeah.
trait was his Q.
Yeah. What was his trait back
Wait,
then?
what?
It was
I
split.
played in
It was
Alpha.
split. The trait
I don't
was
know.
activate for the mana, and the
Yeah,
Q
yeah,
was
yeah.
the damage and slow.
It was so bad.
Frost
Yeah,
Strike.
Arthas was so.
Oh.
His
rough
key
back
was
then.
Frost Strike, and
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
it was honestly just kind of worthless. I'm gonna link in chat the first YouTube video I ever made for Heroes of the Storm, and it's
How
the
bad is it?
It has
Oh,
22,000 views. It's my most
Ooh.
viewed YouTube video,
Wow.
and it's the worst thing. I put a lot of effort into it. It's awful though. It's absolutely awful. There it is. Let's watch it.
Ooh.
Let's watch it.
Heroes highlights. I called this show.
Oh my
Oh
Frost
my
Strike.
God.
Yeah. It was so bad.
Dude, I had to make all these graphics, and like these are all his old abilities. And Arthas,
Oh
Lord,
my
I put
God.
so much effort into this. I think this was way before Heroes came out, and then I would.
Well, it
just,
showed. You have the most views on it. Everyone can see
Dude,
the
look
effort
at
that you put
He-
into this.
He
Yeah.
had a talent
It's
where
okay.
his Frost Strike could lunge forward, which is why you see him dive in like that. Like,
Yo, just put that thing on repeat, man.
that's right.
Wait,
Dude, Arthas
Wait,
needs
what?
that now, dude. How
what
dope
are
would
you
that
talking
talent be?
about?
Look
When
at
was
that.
this?
This
When was
that
this?
video right there is before even Alpha started. That was from
Yeah.
BlizzCon 2013.
Yeah.
I played in the first day of Alpha and I
Yeah,
didn't
this
know-
was before that. This was like the
before.
BlizzCon build before that.
Oh.
Dude, I remember at BlizzCon when
fuck?
they
He looks
showed
so big.
Heroes. At BlizzCon when they showed Heroes for like the first day or whatever, the line was like super short. You could get in and play Heroes games back to back, and then like as BlizzCon went, the line to play Heroes got longer and longer and longer until by day 2 it was like a 4-hour, 5-hour line to play one game of Heroes. Like that's how hype it was.
Dude, look
when they
at
were
the
showing off the
UI.
playable
Look at the
version.
UI.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Is this even a game?
Why
Like,
does it
what?
show Eilid and we were watching an Arthas video? I don't understand.
Claudio's doing work though.
Oh man. Yeah, I loop the shit out of these videos,
So
man.
does-
Yeah,
Too
we've been doing this shit since that shit. So you know, the game was bad back then.
Yeah, it was real bad, dude.
Ugh.
Dude, look
Alpha
at those-
is alpha.
Look at the skeletons, though. They are pissed.
Oh, dude, those ghouls will mess stuff up. They're going in.
Oh, actually, I played yesterday with Arthas and I got killed with my ghouls.
Dude,
They were running faster than me and they just killed like Falstad.
dude, that's hype.
It's OP, man. That hero is OP. I tell you, it's only because of the skin.
Dude, the new skin is actually really
The
sick.
skin is
The
dope.
new skin.
I was about
Yeah.
to say that last night.
It
but
makes the hero OP.
I bought that skin so fast.
Yeah, insta.
Blizzard's just laughing at me like, yo, thanks for the money, yo.
Mm-hmm. Guys,
Well-
if we release enough skins, we won't have to pay Jake anymore. We can just pay him in skins.
Please don't ever do that, Blizzard.
Mm.
So, we are now transitioning into our fourth segment of the show. Favorite moments of Town Hall. Now, I've actually... that's totally
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
just gonna be good. Give me one sec. I wanna show the stream the new Arthas skin. Yo, this computer I'm using that Blizzard gave me is like it's a BlizzCon computer. It's so much better than my computer at home. It makes me so sad. But that's besides the point.
Thanks, Jake.
Oh my
Jake is
god,
stalling so hard now so he can find this thing that he made.
dude.
Don't.
Dividing Penny in chat just linked the gif of Jake scrambling his papers around on the desk. It's so great.
Oh no, I have. to
Oh
watch
my
this.
god, that's perfect.
Oh yes.
Thank you so much. Just, just like a weirdo, like just. Oh yeah, rub that desk paper. Oh, get in there.
Quite sensual in nature, I will say that.
Yeah, dude, he's
So
getting
funny.
into it. I've never seen Jake that excited about something.
Whew.
All right, stream.
I called him out on that shit so fast too.
So great, man.
That's some fucking weird ass fetish.
And that was on national television in America. Like,
Nice.
Uh,
all right,
I'm
boys. Dividing Penny, I love you, by the way.
Wow.
You're my boy.
What a guy.
Zoya, this image is for you. I believe it's from. Actually, I think it's. That's not it. Happy birthday, Zoya.
Happy birthday, dude. How old are you?
Fuck you.
That's not what you say.
I thought you say thank you. But, yeah.
All right. This is a new Arthas skin. If anyone hasn't seen it, he's got like this crazy ass bat mount.
It's so sexy.
BKB, you sound pretty excited about it. Yo, Arthas on Arthas action. Who's the true Arthas?
I spammed so much him yesterday, and I don't know. It feels so great, but when you play versus, I actually think I lost both games versus Jaina. Like Jaina is too strong versus him. You just kite him and that's it. But actually, if like teams don't pick Jaina and KT, Arthas could be viable again. Like really strong warrior, because like KT and Jaina were always the counters. I guess like Lunar could be also a counter because of the slow and range. I don't know, but he really feels great in Hero League when there's no KT and Jaina. Where like versus Greyman, Xul, Troll, he's really good.
Hella dope, dude. Hella dope. Alrighty, well, we saw our birthday cakes, we saw our paper shuffles, and we saw our new Arthas skin. And I was totally trying to find something, and I
Production hype.
Hype. So, I love you guys.
Nice. Good filler, Jake.
King filler.
I'm almost there. Almost there.
Okay. Can we at least know what we're waiting for?
Yeah, I wanted to get some of the community's comments on their favorite moments for the show.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good thing to have prepared to show during the show, like about
Prepared
the
is the
moments.
key word there.
Yeah, like if that. Imagine if like something existed where like people could post stuff ahead of time, and then you could prepare to have it ready when the time came. Like how crazy would that be?
Yeah, that's a cool concept. I don't know if that.
Yeah, that's nice and all. But
If someone could invent that, like.
It's crazy that in 100 episodes we could have never told Jake to be fucking prepared just once for one single episode in your entire life.
Yo, you're leaving, dude. But that's
I mean, Jake's always prepared and the most amazing host I've ever worked with.
Thanks for all your hard work, Zoya. Anyways,
you were your Twitter. That's what you were struggling with.
I had to log into the town hall Twitter and I forgot the password.
Wow.
So we're distracting you, asking you questions.
Oh my god.
We're like, oh, what's the password? Fantastic.
Oh, the teeth, man. Like shit. Oh my god. So good.
Are you just like scrolling through them for the stream to read, or are you gonna read off what they
No,
said?
I'm getting there. You guys are talking. So snitch, best guess. All right.
Who put that in, Snitch?
Temple Soldier would poop in someone's sheets. Soya, did you say this?
I don't think
What?
He doesn't remember past like 20 episodes back what he said. It's just unfiltered.
The Funyuns case. Dread is a great guess. The Town Hall Invitational. Let's talk a little bit about the Town Hall Invitational. You guys remember that?
That was one of mine. I was thinking that was awesome. That was like the first and only like 4-man cast in the finals, and we had an amazing series.
That
Very
was whack. Like
it turned into a crazy tournament. I will say.
yeah.
that.
So from the player side, like nobody was taking it that serious until it kind of got to the finals, and then everyone was like we were tryharding, like both teams were. 'Cause,
You
like,
said it, Jake.
At that point, it was like Leoric was brand new. I remember, and everybody's like,
Yeah.
"We're not sure how good Leoric is," and it turned out he was just unbelievably broken, and like. That was such a joke casting like such a serious set where like kind of like turned our curse around.
Yeah,
Like, actually like we had been on this spree of like just losing infinite matches to Tempo, and then like at the Town Hall Invitational we turned it around and like,
that set got so much attention, like on
Yeah.
Reddit and
Dude.
stuff. And then I just remember everyone being like, "Oh, this is like the worst cast ever." It's like, guys, we didn't ask for this. Like, we just want to do this like low key tournament,
Dude,
and it turned into this massive tournament. It's like, oh my god, can't I just beat Tempo?
We were so mad. We were so
Yeah.
fucking mad because this was supposed to be a troll tournament. We did this. It was an 8-man invitational, crowdfunded
I'm
by the
wearing
community.
my Hawaiian shirt.
Kubi was wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and I basically photoshopped in graphics of Sham 2 and Zoya next to us, and we did
No, you put us on our green screen.
whatever.
Yeah.
It was a 4-man cast, which is actually just unheard of, especially for Heroes, which has never even done
There's
a
a reason
3-man
you don't
cast.
see more of it.
But you
It's
see,
hard.
it's something unique, and it was good. Like,
It was certainly something fun and interesting, but
was
the
good.
games, as Dunk just said, were like top notch. Like the games were
yeah.
actually really good and got a ton of attention. And then all these people that had never seen us cast came in and just started like shitting on us.
Yeah, pretty much. Just
So here's a little bit of what the cast actually looked like. We had Zoya and Shamtu behind Kubi and I, who were green screened, and we did this awful 4-man cast. Kubi's wearing his Hawaiian shirt. He looks like a
this looks really bad. Like, this looks like
So are you eating a chocolate
Put it-
bar?
To put it in, yeah, I don't know why. To put it in perspective, to put it in perspective though, how Kubi's dressed in this video matches his douchebag personality, like 100%. Like, that finally people see Kubi for what he is.
Yep. Good times. That was a good one.
Oh, my sushi came.
Oh, go get
Sushi!
I ordered
That's a thing?
sushi.
You just ordered delivery sushi?
I ordered sushi and wok, like
so
wok
jealous.
noodles. Bear back.
Not sure what that was. That could have been a lot of things.
Why am I eating chocolate?
Why am I on this screen?
Why is Dunk suddenly in? Why is Dunk train between me and Kevin now?
I think we interviewed him. No, it's Dunk Turn
Yeah.
twice. Kevin's gone. Dunk Turn's there twice.
Nice. Yeah, I think you did interview me afterwards.
Yeah, we got his webcam to work at some point too.
Dude, like, it used to be that after every single online tournament, I had to do an interview. I don't remember why that was or why it stopped.
which is, I think we were trying to like add to production value just for like all
Yeah.
the online. There was no
Well,
lands at the
yeah,
time,
there-
so we
there-
were like just trying to figure out how to raise the bar.
Right.
For like the
It's not even
parents
raise
are
the
like,
bar. It's to put a name to the face, which helps build up personalities
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot. And since there were no lands, like that was something that I think I was the only tournament organizer that was doing that, Dunk. I was
Okay,
I was,
Jake. All right.
hey,
Oh, God.
I'm just saying, man. I was going out of my way to try to build up players to be more than they were.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, to be more than we were, huh?
Well, more than
We're
an
nothing
avatar.
without you,
An
Jake.
avatar. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. God damn it.
Oh no, our production host has gone to the bathroom.
solid ego strikes again, boys.
Nice.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with why I'm leaving the show. man. No, that was. I have to agree with Jake and Kubi. Like, that was legitimately like, it was just supposed to be something fun for the community. We were even like before that tournament started. Even it's Cloakin. Yeah, what's up, Cloakin?
Oh, dude, we upgraded. Sick.
Yeah, we kind of knew. Wow, I don't want to leave the show anymore if this guy's replacing Jake.
All right, boys. Hey,
It's going
man,
good, man. What about you?
Yeah,
It's exciting.
excited.
I'm glad you're back on the desk. You
I
are.
liked your hosting
You
work,
are a
man.
master.
Good looking swag out there.
Is it
That's
tough,
awesome.
like having a actual job and then also being able to do cool stuff like this? Like, how do you manage both?
Oh no, Cloakin's muted on stream, but we can hear him.
All right, guys, just so you
Am
know,
I unmuted
Cloakin-
on stream? Unmuted on stream?
Oh
I think
no,
I figured it.
You figured it out?
we'll have to see. The
All
chat will catch up.
Hello.
Oh no.
Jake's back.
Oh no!
Jake's
Don't
back.
let him off. Don't
Gotta
let him
go.
back. Don't let him back.
No. We're probably all just sitting there like, wow, man, that's intense, dude. Like,
Yeah, dude.
Conversation, and he was muted for all of it, and then Jake came back. What the fuck?
What a disaster.
What a disaster!
Damn,
lucky.
I'm getting like invaded.
yeah, you got roasted, dude. Oh no.
Oh man,
I'm
we were having a good discussion with Cloaken. He was
Yeah,
giving
dude.
us an interview and shit, and then he's muted the whole time, and then we unmuted him. You show up and ruin the whole thing. Like, damn it!
Yeah.
Cloaken, take the
What the
wheel.
Up behind you.
Dude,
Oh my god, there's stairs!
Jake, can you please tell those people
Jake is getting trolled by production so hard right now.
tell them to stop having so much fun? This is a serious show. I'd just like you to know that. We're not allowed to have fun here.
Yeah, by the way. Kappa.
Nice, BKB.
Well, let's go ahead and people. You talked to Cloaken. You heard all of our questions. He was
don't eat my
excited.
pizza!
He was excited. He was excited to be casting.
Bye-bye.
He did confirm he was going to cast some games with Trick, and then he was talking about how it's hard to balance between the two. This is a lot of work, and he's away from home for a month. But he's excited to do it.
Yeah, man.
And then Jake showed up and ruined everything.
Pretty much.
Somebody promised they would sub to me if I ate this pizza, so I demand a sub hype.
What? Who said they would sub you if you ate pizza? That's the weakest sub challenge ever. I would eat pizza for days if it got me subs.
This pizza's like 5 days old, man.
So?
How does it taste?
It tastes like an ant hill.
Like what?
What the fuck?
You've eaten an anthill to be able to compare? That's actually the more impressive thing.
Is that even a word?
Anthill? Yes.
Ren
Is
leave
that
with
like
the sub
animal?
hype.
An
Ant
anthill?
hill. It's like
Do you have ants in
What
Europe,
ants are?
BKB? You know the
Oh,
little
oh.
like red things that crawl on the ground?
Oh, we
they
go.
can be black too.
Hold
they
on,
can
I'm
be
trying.
Oh, ants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then a hill, an ant hill
ant
is when you
hill
go
is-
one. It's Tim
Oh!
and Cloaken.
He just
Did-
kissed my hair. I'm now
Who is
forever
the guy
blessed.
on the left?
That-
Who is the guy on from you on the right?
There's
That was
Trixler and Cloaken.
Oh, Trickster. Oh,
Yeah.
and then see Trickster.
Oh, Tekken just sub hype.
Nice.
Draven Dresden just sub hype. Oh
Draven
God,
Dresden?
TM Prince just sub hype.
Dude, that guy's
What
name
the
was Draven
fuck?
Dresden. That means he likes League of Legends
What?
and the Dresden Files. That
Damn.
guy's a legend.
We're best friends now, Draven Dresden.
What the fuck?
Actually, Draven
Ja-
Dresden tweets at me a lot, so I know him already. So we're already buddies. I love you, Trick. Sub hypes. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, we were talking a little bit about the Tunnel Invitational before I ran to the bathroom. And it was kind of a iconic event, and I actually did want to announce it here. I actually haven't announced it on the show, but I've actually been planning a European Tunnel Invitational for over a month now, and it's just about ready to announce. We're going to announce the first 4 team invites in about 2 weeks, and we'll have it'll be just like the first Tunnel Invitational where we will have 4 teams invited, and then if we reach a donation goal, we will add on 4 more teams, so we'll go up to being 8 teams. Now this invitational will be 8 teams in total, and Dunk Train will be casting it with me.
What?
So we talked about this. You said you were.
Okay, cool.
Rip production.
Holy shit.
Jake is looking for a new co-caster. If anyone can fill that role, Dunk is unavailable.
Artemis Howell sub hype.
Yeah, that sounds magical.
Well,
Um,
regardless, I'll be casting
cool.
it with someone. I thought Dunk
Yeah,
was
me.
With Dunk Train. Nice.
Confirmed.
BKB has
Ooh.
your sushi.
I haven't started it. Like, can I eat?
No.
You're eating, because you're eating.
Yeah,
so
dude,
I'm
dude,
thinking,
dude,
why
you-
the fuck
Dude,
I'm not eating?
BKB, it's rude to eat with a group of people and not share. So you have to share some with every one of us, including all the viewers.
You
before
got
Yeah.
to
I'll do
feed
it.
it to your camera, and you got to feed
Yeah.
it to the sides of your camera.
Yeah.
But you can
That's
eat.
difficult.
There are
It
people that
is.
make money doing that, you know.
But I'm gonna eat wok first. Like, it's like, you know, this type of movie. Like with the, you know, Chinese, like you open this, boom, boom. You know, like.
Yep.
I can't handle this world anymore.
No, that's pretty legit.
I wish
Yeah,
my
dude.
producer
Oh,
would bring
that's
me
so
more
good.
beer.
Like oh my god, this is like beauty.
Dude,
It's
the
like-
amazing thing is, even in Latvia, they have the same Chinese food boxes
It
as
still
us.
has the same exact
Like,
box.
the exact same one, dude. Like, and how do they even make Chinese food with only potato? Like, that's the impressive thing. Like, how do they even do that?
Damn it, Dunk.
I don't know. Fuck. They didn't give me the Chinese thingies. What the fuck? What is this?
The Chinese thingies?
I assume you mean
Yeah.
chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
The chopsticks. Fuck's sake, bastards! I need to get my. Need to get my. Fuck's sake!
One thing in China, I never actually saw one of those. I don't think the whole time we were in China we had any food out of any container like that at all. So, that's interesting.
That's upsetting, actually. Kind of had this vision in my mind that
Yeah.
they only served food like that.
Yeah. No,
It was like a hamburger just stuffed into it's like anything.
like if McDonald's, like when you ordered from McDonald's, they sent you like a bunch of those cartons when you ordered. Like that would
stacked
be
up
great.
with
That's just not logical.
Wow, Jake.
Anyways, so yeah, Town Hall has been a hell of a ride. Zoya, you mentioned a few of your favorite moments in Skype the other day, and I totally can't check that right now.
Nice.
Do you want to reiterate?
I have to find them. Hold on.
He doesn't remember. They weren't that important to him.
We were tasked with coming up with favorite moments as a trio to talk about on the show, and I'm the only one that did it. So, tilted. Tilted. Kubi, where's your favorite moments in chat? Oh, wait, you didn't type any.
Nice.
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 So yeah, my first of all favorite moment was when we had John Z on, our first Blizz developer.
Yo, John Z. John Z. You're my boy.
John Z is he used to be one of the lead hero designers. I believe he's moved on to something else in the company. Still heroes, but more like a project lead or something. But we all were like, all four of us were big Blizzard fanboys, and it was just like such an honor to have like a Blizz dev as like on the show, just to talk about the game. So that was one of my favorite moments. Like we had one Blizz employee on already. It was Trick before that, but this was like a dev, right? This was a lead hero designer. That's so cool.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
We had him on twice, right?
Yeah, we've had him twice.
Oh.
I don't remember the first time what hero he was. I think he was on for like right after Chen's release or something the first time.
Chen and Sylvanas.
Yeah.
So he's a technical designer now. So rather than being a hero designer, he's a tech designer. So I think he does like the actual implementation of the abilities and whatnot. That's what Cloaken's telling me. So
Cool.
So I think that's what he was originally. Cloaken was saying that's what his original job was, and he went on to hero design, then moved back to technical design. But John Z was an amazing guest, and moving forward with the show, we will have more Blizzard employees on the show to talk about things. I've actually been talking to Blizzard about that recently. And,
That would be cool, man.
Yeah, we'll be having everything from like artists to designers joining us here to talk about, making the heroes that we all know and love, and it'll be cool moving forward. Stop eating pizza, Allison. You got it.
He won't stop.
I gotta finish that one piece because the subs.
Yeah, you're gonna
the subs
finish it.
earned it, man. They earned it. I'm actually just watching the Town Hall Invitational right now, and I should really turn it off because this is a really good game. You can find those videos on youtube.com/SelajakeGG.
Wow, the plugs.
Jared, what are some of your other favorite moments from the last 100 episodes?
I think I wrote 5 total down.
Don't read the fifth one. Don't read the fifth one.
Okay,
That's
now,
a good call. I forgot about that fifth one.
Come on.
I would have read it too.
Yeah, I got you covered, baby. I got you,
Read the
baby.
fifth one. What is it? I need to know.
Thanks. Number 2, the very first Christmas episode we did was hilarious. I don't think we had a guest on for that one. I
No,
think
we
it was
didn't.
just the four of us.
Yeah.
And that one was just hilarious.
The
That's
embodiment
where
of Christmas,
the
bro.
embodiment of Christmas came from. Even though like all the topics like heroes related are so out of date, because that was literally 2014. It's Christmas episode. I think that one's definitely like one of the few you can go back and watch and just enjoy, despite how much the game has changed. Because that one was freaking hilarious.
Sylvanas, man.
I was wearing like a lampshade on my head at the end of it or something.
We had the fire going.
The fire, yeah. that one
I'm
was good.
finding
stockings
it.
are
I'm
up.
finding it. I'm finding it.
I ate an entire roll of newspaper.
So, yeah, just to preface it for all of our new viewers, basically, Kubi and I, we live together, and we moved my computer setup in front of the fireplace so that we actually could sit in front of the fireplace, and we built an actual fire, which I have to say was one of the worst ideas we've ever had in the history of our life.
Why?
Because I sweat my balls off.
Oh,
that
no,
night.
that was a good fire, though.
It was a good fire, sure.
Like, making a fire is just something you have to do. Like,
Didn't Kubi eat paper?
Yeah, that's why I said I ate a roll of newspaper, or like I balled up newspaper and ate it for some reason.
why
Like,
did you do that? Do you
I got
remember?
blasted that show, guys. It was bad.
Oh, man.
That was the worst hangover I've ever had the next day at work. Awful.
Nice.
Real bad.
Yeah.
Kevin ended up actually getting sick mid-show and leaving for like a half an hour.
Yeah, if you ever
Jake-
see him get off camera, that was why.
Jake was barely functionable, and I was just kind of confused by everyone because it was bizarre.
Oh, God.
That sounds pretty much like the aftermath of every tournament I've been to with you guys. So.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Stamina,
knows.
boys. Know about what?
BKB knows what happens after tournaments.
Oh,
We had great time in Seattle.
that's something you don't talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That's true.
That's
like,
true.
you get-
Expect that.
like I think like half of the Europe knows about, like, for example, about Euroman tournaments. They like know about double pistol. Like it's, you know.
Dude, you need to stop talking right now because
Oh my god, those horrible sweaters in front of that fireplace and stockings.
Kui, what are you? What creature is that? So wait, why do you have a lamp on your head?
I don't
Why
remember.
are you bald?
Oh my god.
It's actually really scary how much I look like my brother in that picture. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I hate it. You look like Russell, man.
Look like a cousin to Gollum.
It's a great sweater, by the way. I think I really enjoyed that one.
So we're progressing through the show. We're getting more and more. Oh, there I go.
Nice. Oh, dude, look at Jake's hair. Oh my god, Jake's hair in there is like a
Why do
wild...
you have this beat?
I have a beanbag.
Am I sitting on the beanbag? Right, I am. That's okay. So that is the beanbag that we use to film maybe for the intro. The cat jumping up, like that beanbag fits perfectly to the chroma key of Jake's backdrop.
Yep, you can see
We
it
can
right
just-
here.
Oh, nice.
And the cat jumps on it. There it is.
Nice.
Whoa.
She's on the beanbag right now. And I'm sitting like off screen a little bit, like to the right, just so I try to get her to jump on it. Great times. Ingenuity at its finest.
Seems good. Genius.
Yeah, man. We've had some adventures, that is for sure.
It's all about experience, about good emotions. Sometimes bad, sometimes good. You know, you never know.
Speaking of
But-
experience, how's your sushi, man?
I'm eating wok. I'm starting with the noodles and the chicken. You know,
Nice.
It's a good strategy.
and
Really wants
Uh,
sushi now.
and then I finish this with my white Philadelphia sushi. You see this?
You just saw
Like,
that
look at
you
this.
ordered Philadelphia sushi rolls in Latvia.
Yes, look at this. They sound so
No.
delicious.
There should never be cream cheese in sushi.
No, yeah, I have to
sad.
agree with Kubi, dude.
Oh no!
I'll eat near anything sushi wise, but once you put cream cheese in there, like you have to count me out.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Why?
Kubi, look at me sensually petting your cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
going in for another pet. Oh, he's just
I am
enjoying
going
that
ham.
so much. Oh man, he's going ham on that pet. Oh, that cat is just digging into his lap.
Dude, Kubi, where's your cat? Can you show us the cat? Call her. Summon the cat. I want to see the cat live. I miss that cat. Look at him. He muted himself. He's summoning her. And she is so obedient. She came so
Oh my
quick.
God,
Oh!
How do you get a cat to listen to you like that?
Dude, she is such a good cat. She is so, loving, and she just loves being around people. And the moment you call her, she's there.
Maybe she's not a cat.
Dude, she's a cat, and she's a dog in a cat's body. At
Maybe
least.
she's an alien.
Who knows? Maybe.
Okay, Zoya, why are you making that face, bro?
Aliens, bro. Aliens.
What about them? You like them?
They're scary.
They're cool.
They're you like them, dude. This beer
Next
is a
favorite
turtle on
moment was anytime Arthlon had a cameo from the Tempo House. He did some hilarious shit, just like out of nowhere. The swapping the Vegeta poster for the Arthlon poster had me in tears.
Dude, that was so
And then-
good.
Yeah.
That episode we had Claris on, where Arthlon out of nowhere starts screaming about Dr. Pepper. Also,
Oh yeah.
Those-
And also in retaliation, I think like Arth or like Soldier was streaming, and you were just in your room like screaming at the top of your lungs about something. I don't remember what it was, but it could be very like audibly heard on their streams, and they were actually quite concerned. They're like, what is going on now? Because it was just you like blood curdling screams at the top of your lungs. I don't remember what it was about. It was hilarious.
I think we're just doing it to troll the stream.
It was so good.
So those were funny moments that I remember quite well.
Had a lot of good guests on the show.
Yeah.
A lot of good guests.
The fourth favorite moment and the last one, because I'm not allowed to read the fifth one, winning the Streamer Award for 2014. That was
Clap,
really
clap,
cool.
clap, clap, clap.
Yeah, so,
it was
to put
Best Hero Show or something.
To put some context, yeah, basically Twitch and Blizzard teamed up and did the Twitch Stream Awards, which was a ton of categories for StarCraft, Warcraft, and Heroes. I don't remember if Hearthstone was a category or not because I think it must have been.
It was.
It must have
It
been.
was.
And there was like best show, best stream, most educational stream, and maybe one other category for each of those titles.
I wonder who
And-
won. I have to go back and look
And since
because I don't think Grubby was streaming back then either.
he
Or
wasn't,
He wasn't.
I think most educational stream went to ZP, maybe Caldor.
That's right. Yeah, it was like ZP and Nick and everybody else were streaming back then.
Yeah,
Um,
those magnificent pillars of the community.
It was way
All
different.
right,
It was
all
way
right, Dong.
But this was 2 years ago, I guess. So I guess it was 2014, and first place for each prize got $2,014 for 2014. And Town Hall was voted best show for Heroes, and that's pretty much led to a lot of our other stuff, like the Town Hall Invitational.
Yeah, a lot of that got sent into the prize pool for
Yeah.
that. We started the Teespring and everything. So yeah,
Yeah,
that was good.
It really did a lot for the show. It really did. So that was an awesome thing that Twitch and Blizzard put together, and it was really cool. Incentive for us to just kind of. There were so many Heroes podcasts at the time too. Like there were
Yeah.
like 6 or 7, and
There's still a lot too, though. But yeah.
there is still a lot. But to get that first place, especially early on, it meant a lot to us, and I think it gave us a lot of fuel, and to just propel forward the way we did.
Yeah.
So, Liquid Neo, oh man, I see him log in at BattleNet once in a while. I'm like, you're not a real person.
He was the guy who got like all like the level 10 heroes first, right?
Yeah, that guy just grinds, dude.
That's what I remember him for. Kudos.
Do you even live?
Depends on your definition, Archer. It depends on your definition.
I have only few heroes with level 10. Never like.
Kubi, what would Kat think of you looking like this today?
It's just like I said, I look way too much like my brother. It's really weird looking back on it. It's really weird.
I'm literally just waiting for you to like steal the One Ring. Like, it's that weird looking.
Why do I look? How do I look like Gollum? I don't understand.
You look like his cousin.
You just look sinister. Like you look like that weird uncle that everyone has. Like you're just.
I was not saying
Like,
that. I was.
That's where Kubi was at.
You're no Uncle
Nobody
Dan.
told me. Guys went through 50 episodes. Nobody told me. I'm looking at Jared on this one. It's Jared's fault.
Sorry,
Why didn't you just gotta pull me aside and be like, dude, your style. Like, what are you doing, man? Just give me a real serious talk.
I You're your own
Dude,
little butterfly, and you have
Kubi.
to grow on your own.
Kubi, Kat just walked in this room. She opened the door and said, "I would disown Kubi."
Damn.
If you look like that, she would have none of it.
Too much like his brother.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Russell is the worst.
That laugh though.
He would have mech if he looked like that.
That's rough.
Get ready,
Yo,
Kubi.
That's rough. That's rough.
Don't do that. Don't be that guy.
That's a cute laugh.
You know, I gotta say, my favorite moment of the show. When I think about the history of the show, I actually think about the first 10 episodes. First.
Where's Garrosh?
And you know, we started Town Hall before Heroes of the Storm was even in alpha. Now, we had a reason to believe that alpha was coming out soon, just based on the way that announcements were starting to pick up. We had to give everyone a bit of a history lesson. Kubi and I attended BlizzCon 2013 to watch StarCraft, and I was already interested in Heroes. I saw it as like a big, cool thing, and I wanted to get involved because I love Blizzard games. I love all Blizzard games, and I always have. So we attended, and we were playing a ton of Heroes, and I was tweeting about Heroes, and I had worked with Zoya in the past on StarCraft, and Zoya and I were acquaintances. I wouldn't say we were friends, but we knew each other and we followed each other on Twitter, and I had been tweeting out a bunch of stuff about Heroes. Zoya messages me on Skype saying, "Hey dude, you know, I'm looking to start a Heroes podcast," and I had already been talking to Kubi like, "Hey man, I want to start a Heroes podcast." So as soon as Zoya messaged me, I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it, man. It's gonna be awesome." And that's kind of where Town Hall was born, at BlizzCon 2013 when Heroes was first unveiled. We decided to start the show. So many months go by, the game's still not in alpha or anything, and we're all just kind of like, man, there's enough to talk about. We can start theory crafting Heroes. So the four of us start the show.
So I'm saying, man, like, I feel like the first hero that we did for like theory crafting was Garrosh, and we still have no Garrosh.
And that's the segment I want to talk about.
Like,
We theory crafted Garrosh, Phoenix. I think those are.
Oh yeah, Phoenix, you're right.
We built their full kits and created all these graphics and stuff, and
Such tryhards back then, man.
it was really fun. It was a ton of work. We worked our asses off to like come up with stuff, and
Yeah.
look at this first episode. It was
oh
ridiculous.
god,
Like, the
don't make me pull it up.
Look at it. Like
Jared had a nice friend that made the graphics for us ahead of time.
Town Hall
Never-
Alliance.
okay, he's okay.
Kubi was bold.
Kubi had no hair.
No hair, zero hair.
This
Oh,
this was our first episode.
Town Hall Alliance.
Oh god, that background is so. You know what the amazing thing is? Like, the internet just saves all of the mistakes you've ever made. So no matter what, people will be able to find this and be like, "Oh god."
Look at Kubi. I used to say he looked like a mix from the kid from Stuart Little and Drew Carey. You mix Drew Carey and that little kid from Stuart Little, and that was Kubi during episode 1. I used to make fun of him for that.
Omega Black Mage and IVD
Like,
Zoya.
man, it's old school.
That is
Wait, what? Why do you have Omega Black Man?
That was his
that
name,
used to be
dude.
his handle. Yeah, before he decided to be just Kubi, or the Kubi or whatever. Like, he had that awful handle.
Yeah, man, that's Smash days.
Yeah,
Damn,
Smash.
dude, we thought we were so clever with this bell tower that announces the topic that we're talking about right now. We thought this was like the most clever topic. Oh god.
Jake.
And the crazy thing is, that is the only episode I ever did production for. And it's funny because that episode, my mic was way too quiet. And Jake was like, "You know what? I won't have those problems. I'll just do producing, and you can
They're
still
about
host."
to.
And episode number 2, Jake's mic was too fucking quiet. He did the exact same thing I did.
Dude. Kat just walked in. She's watching this stream. Kat is Kubi's girlfriend. She said, I would really disown him if he looked like that. He looks like a fucking dildo. Get wrecked, Kubi.
Damn, how you? That's messed up. Her like that's messed up.
Wow.
Dildos are cool. No,
Nice.
Nice. Gotcha.
Shows in good hands, boys.
Savage.
I actually killed Jake.
Thanks, BKB.
No problem.
Oh my god. Kubi, look at that face. Look at that face.
Great webcam angle. Oh yeah, look at that.
Nice.
Put it below your monitor. Makes a lot of sense.
Oh god.
Could it
Yeah.
be the one that's on the sale?
Oh my god.
Way too much.
Yeah, I don't remember how long I was host for. Eventually, because of how opinionated I could be, it didn't make sense for me to be the one controlling the conversations and the flow. So we swapped.
It was also internet
Jake.
related too, though. Your internet. Was,
I did have really shit internet back
You
then.
lived at your parents'
you were
house,
still
I
in
think.
Texas.
And-
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that was
Texas.
before parents. That was before parents.
How do you still have bad internet though?
No,
That
he's,
was 2 years ago, and today we had internet issues.
dude,
so
his
yeah.
internet's fine right now.
My
But
internet's fine now. That was just a weird issue.
his internet
sure.
was really bad. He lived in an apartment with some friends, and they would yell at you if you were too loud. And,
Yeah.
And
That's right.
you had some terrible. You couldn't host the stream consistently because I remember it struggled pretty hard sometimes. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
IVD Zoya.
dude. So the description in this video, the
Dude,
first
funny
epi-
enough, it's cool that we have Dunk on this episode, but back when I was still, I was originally a Hearthstone player for IVD, transitioned
right.
into a Hearthstone caster, and then a Heroes caster / manager for IVD, and Dunk Train used to play for a team called Descent.
No. Oh no. Please no.
with CS Steve.
He used to play for a shitty team called Descent. They were really bad, but they were like top 4, and we almost signed them with IVD, but eventually that team exploded for a million different reasons that are not related to myself or Dunk Trade, and he joined Team Liquid, but
Oh,
he
God.
almost became IVD Dunk Trade too.
Oh
Was
god.
CS Steve in
dude.
Descent or 2-Arc? He was in 2-Arc, I know that.
2 arc.
It's not 2-arc, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
CSC
CC was on
two
Descent.
arc. I never played on a team with him.
Okay. So
But we both dodged that bullet pretty hard.
Oh yeah.
the fucking Twitter info. So YouTube wasn't even like Zoya TV. It was twitch.tv/StarCraft Squad. That's the show used to be hosted on a channel called StarCraft Squad. That just makes
my
no
Twitch.
sense. It's so funny. Yeah. BKB, when did you start playing Heroes? How's your sushi, by the way?
Jake, don't be stupid. I'm eating
Hey,
walk.
BKB!
I told
Come on.
you.
Stupid, man.
BKB, you were on IVD with me. You were a Hearthstone
Yes.
player, right?
Yeah,
we used
like
to play
perfect.
Hearthstone together.
Yeah.
How about that?
Wow.
What?
This, man.
But I think in the first episode we already talked about it, no?
I don't remember that.
I don't
But
remember
when
either.
when you invited me, I said that.
Well, I just remembered that. Ironically, that since we were talking about IVD, you were also on IVD for the Hearthstone team with me.
Yeah, I was playing Hearthstone until I played the ESL tournaments and I lost to no names because that game is so skillful.
You said it, buddy.
No, but it was like that. I was like legendary top 20, top 30 in Europe, and then I went to play ESL tournaments 3 weeks in a row. I lost like in first 2 rounds or something. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, why are you so
Like-
bad?
Yeah, why I'm so bad at this game? And then I was like, but no, like you can't be that bad at this game. Like, you know, it has no skill. So yeah,
Yeah, D the Hunter was on IVD as well.
I know.
What?
Yes, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I
quite.
don't remember exactly what he did. I think he might have been like management or something. He did something. I don't remember. I think it was StarCraft actually.
Yeah. But
Interesting.
the world is small. World is small. It's really tiny.
Are we taking any questions? Are we doing questions today?
Are we gonna play a game today after the?
I have to like go to a team Tempo Storm meeting. Like,
No.
Oh, shit.
No, just one game.
Okay.
20 minutes. It's 20 minutes.
First time
Shut
I'm on as a guest, I will play a game. Promise.
Oh, okay.
And that's when Zoya will raise his gold medal.
Guts.
Global you have it.
Make it.
Kubi, what are some of your favorite moments from the show?
You already talked about them all. I wanted to talk about the holiday episode. The first holiday episode we did, that was a lot of fun. And then the Town Hall Invitational. I think those are honestly the two best things that we did on the show. It was just like a lot of fun. Those events that we did, those are good.
It's not really like a moment from the show, but when the three of us for August Invitational went to we went to Blizzard headquarters for special training for like.
Oh, that was a great time. I'm
That was
glad I got to go to that.
Because when Kubi wasn't
Oh,
there,
Kubi
Zoya-
wasn't a part of it. That's right. It was just me and Jake. Kubi couldn't go, but it was,
Why couldn't you go again? Why couldn't I go?
You had work. It was,
I had work.
It was during the middle of
That-
the week. Zoya and I did Town Hall from Blizzard that
Yeah.
week.
That, my friends, is a
oh,
problem
I forgot about that episode.
more than you guys know. That is a problem more than you guys know. I have work. That gets in the way a lot.
Damn,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Well, doing the episode from Blizzard is definitely a favorite moment too. I forgot about that. But just like anytime we go to like a BlizzCon or like anything like Blizzard HQ, it's cool to see because like we're all like diehard Blizzard fans. Like just meeting any Blizzard employee just like makes us giggly. Like we're like, oh my god, that is so cool. But to see the reverse effect, Blizzard employees coming up to us and be like, hey, I'm a big fan of the show. I love you guys. I love what you guys do for our game. That is like one of the most amazing feelings coming because we idolize Blizzard employees. Like we fucking love their games. And
Jared.
to hear that they like us was
Do
always.
you remember? Do you remember like we
It's
were
called
walking,
respect.
Yeah, we were walking around like the museum thingy they have with all the heroes art where they had all the cool stuff, and we look out the window and Chris Metzen is just like walking by. I freaked out. I was just like,
Did you see the face that Jared just did right there? He just did this. That was what happened when they needed to replace the monitor at Heroes Rising. And like,
I'm pissed because that moment, Metzen walked right by Jake. And Jake didn't say anything until Metzen was far as fuck. And I'm like, it's like, Jared, Chris Metzen just walked by. I'm like, no way. Really? Where is he? Way the fuck over there. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I was staring, man. I was idolizing.
a lot of good times. A lot of good times. I know there's so much stuff that's happened that's like not necessarily related to the show. Like infinitely more things that have happened that have been amazing in this community.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Do I let viewers call in on Discord?
Sure.
YOLO.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
let's do this.
All right, guys.
Let's-
You only have one
Pretty
100th
good
show.
mouth all the time.
Type ! Discord to get the info for the Discord channel. Hop into the Discord server and join the general banter voice channel.
I cannot imagine how this goes wrong. I can't even think of one scenario where this goes wrong.
Yeah. Kubi answers the raw questions. Let's go.
I will pull one person in at a time into our voice channel, and we'll go with there. Welcome, Laura Lanya.
Oh my god, that was fast.
Did you unmute her?
No.
That's the first thing. Did you unmute her?
She can't hear you guys. I don't have my production skills, so I'm gonna have to relay the.
We can't hear her either. It's fine.
It's okay. I'm listening. I'm watching
Oh,
the
so
show.
only
Big
stream can hear
fan.
her.
So,
Long
Laura,
time.
Laura, do you have a question for us? And thank you for supporting the show.
No
Meow.
questions. I thought you were gonna take a direction with it before you came in. I'm really sad to be.
This
seeing
happens
Royal
every
Lee
time,
is a
Jake!
legend. Kubi, also
This is
a
like a
legend.
complete flop. 'cause we
If
can't
Dunk
hear
Train
her.
doesn't
Yeah,
tilt his
like-
camera down
Should
so
we
he can
all
see his
get in the
beard, next
Discord
time I see
channel?
him,
We
I'm
should
gonna flick him in the
probably all just
nose.
get in
Should we all just guess what the question is?
All right.
So
So,
that's about it.
all right, guys, hold on. This is chaotic. Normally I have a production setup that allows everyone to listen to our viewer, and I totally didn't think about that because
Just
I'm not at home.
Everyone get in Discord and the
So-
problem solved.
So basically, all Laura said is she loves the show. Dunk Train needs to fix the angle on his camera, and he needs to show his dogs off to the stream more. And
He has really nice
I didn't
dogs.
say that.
you said that, Laura. It's okay.
I said it. Okay.
You
It's
said
good.
it. All right. Well, on that note, I guess we're gonna pull more people in. So Laura, thanks so
Pull
much.
us into the channel first.
Yeah, can we do that?
Yes, I'm gonna pull Zoya in. That'll fix the issues. Hi, Zoya.
Hello.
Zoya, my boya.
I'm in somewhere.
Did he leave?
Hello.
He left.
I'm trying to make it work.
Oh no, it creates a weird echo for the stream.
Do I go into general banter?
Yes, general banter.
I muted my mic in Discord.
I'm in general, but there's no one.
Just mute your mics in Discord so Jake doesn't get the echo.
Yeah, but then
Okay.
the viewers won't hear your response.
That's fine.
They will on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll hear it from Skype, right?
Facts. Real
I'll hear
facts.
from the stream.
That's true. I'll have to repeat the question for them, and so it's not so delayed.
How do I join?
Jake has to move you in the channel.
You have to join the general banter chat channel, and then I move you into it. There we
I
go.
clicked on Town Hall Heroes, and then it's general, and then I'm alone.
Did you click the link and put you in chat and Skype
Okay, so
chat?
I'm moving to general
Yeah,
banter
that's
now.
the one.
This is what's happening.
See you, Laura. GG's.
Okay, so you see voice channels on the left towards the bottom.
Oh wait. Voice connecting. Eyes checking.
Oh, the chambers. The chambers.
Damn, this is chaotic, boys.
You'll get it.
I see Dunk. You can move him in here.
Please save me from the scrubs and move me into the channel. Save me.
Move Dunk in.
Oh, thank God.
Zoya, chat keeps asking about number 5.
They're not gonna get it. They're not.
They're not gonna get
They're
number
not gonna
5.
get
I
it.
guarantee you
They're
that
not.
much.
They're not.
We're waiting on BKB.
I don't know how to use this
Okay,
thing.
BKB on the far left. Okay, at the top, do you see where it says Solid Big GG?
I swear to God, it doesn't show to me. Like, it's just like white, and then on left side there's like Town Hall Heroes. I guess it's like a server or channel, and that's it. And then in bottom it says voice connected.
What is your thing? What's your name?
I don't know how to.
BKB.
It's just BKB. I don't
Yeah.
see him in here anywhere.
Well, there's a channel called General Banter, and you need to join General Banter.
I don't see it.
No, he's not even. He's not that far yet. I don't
So
think.
type ! Discord on my chat again, and then click my channel and log in again. Just try it again from the beginning.
Okay.
We are going to pull in another guest while we wait for BKB to fix this. Working on-
Oh, I'm here.
Good
Hi,
work.
Arthur.
Did it.
Arthlan, you're muted on Discord.
Can you invite me?
Dude, Arth, you're muted. Both your sound and your audio. I can't help dumb.
Can you invite me?
Easy, dude.
BKB, where are you?
Yeah,
I'm there.
Okay, I see you in the online thing, but
Oh,
on
here
the
he is,
left
there he is.
side, you need to
There
click
now,
on the
there.
voice channel.
You got General Banter. Join
He's in.
General-
He's in general banter. He's
There
in.
he is. There he is. BKB. All right.
Yeah, get him.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
All right. Arthlan still. Arthlan fixed his issue. What's up, Arth? Now that you fixed it, what's up, buddy?
Oh wait, I have push
Yeah.
to talk.
Nice.
Hello.
Heard
Hello.
something. That's good.
I can't hear anything. Could you guys hear him?
Hello.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you
I
have
can
your
hear him.
audio
There you
muted.
go.
You have to click
No.
the headphones button. The deafen.
Oh, this is magical, dude.
What?
I love
I
hearing
did all
echoes
that.
from the town hall hosts.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Jared, you still have to undo your
Dude,
headset.
I downloaded the Discord. Like,
I don't know
program
fucking how.
set.
It's a little headphone.
It's at the very
icon.
bottom left.
Yeah, they're both unchecked right now.
No, there's one that says
I
deafen.
can
You
hear
see how mine
Zara.
changes?
Wait,
What?
can you guys hear me?
No, I don't see
I
anything.
can hear
Yeah.
Arthlan.
Can you hear me?
I'm gonna rejoin.
How are you, Arthur?
You've been drinking, people.
Yeah, I'm
We've been
good.
drinking. Pull me in the channel.
I was gonna say my favorite town hall moment is when it was just during some random
Hello?
one, and I was at the Timpo house, and I was like,
I still can't
stomping
hear
on the
shit!
floor.
The rest of us
Arthur,
can
I
hear
missed,
you, Arth.
I
Don't
missed
worry
your
about
wood panel
Zoya.
walls.
Oh, I can hear him now. I muted Google Chrome.
Figured it out.
Nice.
This is why I have like a $200 audio mixer, so I can do all this for the host, so they don't have to worry about this normally. Oh, Orlando production causing chaos. So Arthlon, your favorite moment. Continue.
I said it. It was when I was like, I stomped on the floor or whatever, and it was like loud, and so
Oh
the
my!
table shook. Dude, what's number 5? What's number 5 related to?
Can't say.
You can't even say what it's related to?
Number
Nope.
5. Boys.
Not even a hint?
No.
Hey, Arthlon. Thanks for the question, bro. I love you.
Get him out of here. Hello?
What? Why?
Next person to go. Rapid fire. Whoa!
Autex, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Hey man, how are you guys?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Drunk?
Hey.
Welcome
My
to Town Hall
favorite
Heroes.
moment
Nice.
is when Zoya spit hot fire at
He's quite the rapper, dude.
the Tempo team and gave us the Funyuns incident and gave us
That was a great episode. Respect, that's for sure. That was good. We got the whole lowdown on the Funyuns.
It's always the Funyuns.
It's always the Funyuns. Zoya, do you remember spitting hot fire at Temple
I
School?
do.
Didn't
I
you
did
guys
that
have a
all the
rap
time.
battle once? Who did the rap battle?
It was supposed to be between me and Gilly, but we didn't end up meeting the goal to do that.
No. That wasn't even for Heroes Rising. It was for like way earlier in the show. You guys had a rap battle. I thought you did.
all right, my
Oh, yeah,
second
me and
favorite
Kev.
moment
Yeah.
is on episode 100 when Zoya gave us number 5.
Oh, that's a great moment.
That's the best one.
Both Jake and Kubi know I can't say it. They know I can't.
So, Zoya, I need to ask you, since this is your last episode as a host in Town Hall, who stole the Funyuns? Kubi, I need you to I need everyone to unmute themselves on Discord because I've muted Skype.
Oh my, Jake, why are you making this so hard?
I just need to hear everyone on Discord. That way,
Yeah,
there's
right.
no
No, he can't say. He's still on tempo management. He can't say. That's not fair.
I
That's
mean,
not
I
fair.
could say it. It wouldn't hurt anything, but it would. It's just I can't say it.
So you
Yeah,
know,
like-
but you
know who
probably
stole the
Oh, the
Funyuns.
Funyuns. Oh, I mean, we don't know who stole the Funyuns. We have like the notes. We know like who people assumed did it, but we don't know. If I knew who stole the Funyuns, that would have been public information number 1.
Next question.
I think when it comes down to votes, it's very split between Dreadnought and KO being the ones that stole it.
Oh damn!
Oh boy.
That's just like speculation votes. There's like no hard evidence, you know. But if it came down to votes, I think
Yo, I bet it
people-
was KO. Yo, I bet it was KO.
most people
He-
think it's
he-
KO.
He blew me off at the gym, dude. Like, it was KO, for sure.
Dude, KO confirmed he sold the Funyuns. Jay, welcome here to Town Hall.
What's up, guys?
Do his name justice, dude. Jay.
Jay, yeah.
Yes, it is G. Thank you, Gooby, for pointing that out.
Got him.
Jay, what was your favorite moment of Town Hall, man?
My favorite moment was when Dunk Train confirmed that his old handle was actually biceps.
Not true. Not true.
Get wrecked, bro.
Please do not besmirch Bicepi the Ledge by
Yo.
suggesting that that was me.
Hey,
Because
have
it's
you guys have you talked to Biceps? How's he doing, man? I missed that
Dude,
guy.
I talked to him. I missed that guy. I talked to him just the other day, actually. He's doing good, man. He's doing good. He actually just got married. Like, he's doing like real life adult things, and like, you know. And I'm just sitting here playing video games.
Respect, man. Yeah, Biceps
Yeah.
was the best. Undefeated in arm wrestling, man. Like,
Undefeated.
Dude, he bodied you, Kubi. He
I
bodied
know,
you.
dude. Like, he came in there, was just like, I'm gonna lose, man, and he just like, I didn't even know what happened. It was over in a flash.
Man, that's this next level. Well, Jay, thanks so much for the memory, my friend. Thanks for
Appreciate it,
supporting
guys.
the
Love
show.
y'all. Take care.
You've
Love you,
been,
man. Thank you for coming on.
You've been super active on Twitter, and I love you.
Whoa.
Aww.
Love you, Jake.
All right, Zergy, welcome to the show, bro.
Meow.
That's my jam. That's my jam.
wasting some gachi, so I added some.
STALA
What is going on?
BKB make me a son. Dildos are fun.
Nailed it, boys. Dunk was right. There's absolutely nowhere this can go badly.
Just too perfect, dude. Oh God.
Monkey 72, what's up, my friend?
Hey, baby, what's up?
Hey.
Yo, what's up?
What's happening?
Nothing much. Just loving this last episode. Just want to say thanks for all you guys putting
Hey
in
man,
all
the
this
show's
work.
not over. The show's not over. We're just.
I mean, I'm not saying so. I'm just saying thanks to you two hosting it. It's been really great to like see it grow.
Said BKB, you are beautiful.
But I just wanted to say, who do you think would be the dream team if you could put 5 players together? Who do you think would be the best 5 in Heroes right now?
That is a legit question.
That's a really good question.
Let me think about this. Wait, whoa.
I think I can answer this. Chew8, ZP, Nick Hotz.
Okay. Chew would be the obvious answer, but I mean, besides Chew,
You would put
Chew
me
is
and
banned.
BKB on that team. You think we're on that level? I'm offended.
No, I don't think you're on that level. I think you're one of the few people that can compete with them. You know, few people that can maintain that super high MMR.
Stratospherically high MMR, perhaps.
Yeah, stratospherically.
Right, actually, I have a pretty good answer for this. Okay, and I think that these people have really good synergy and would just be like the dream team. You guys ready for this? Sake, Rich, Merryday, Kyocha, and Sign. Hello?
Yeah, the funny thing is, he took the time to look up that roster on Wikipedia because he didn't know all 5 of those.
Because I haven't watched any of that tournament. Hello?
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, okay. Alright. Dream teams. Dunk Train. Would you replace any of your teammates for anyone else?
He can't answer that.
Okay. Dream team. I would replace myself for Grand Paquete.
Damn.
Oh,
Grand Paquete's a god.
Yo, Grand
Not gonna
Paquete
lie.
is god tier, and he's also like one of the honestly friendliest members of the Heroes community I've ever met. I had a convo with him at the hotel in Prague right before I flew home, and I just fell in love with the dude. He's super passionate about the game, and he's just really smart. And why did someone just post this in Discord?
He is probably like the funniest person
Jake,
I've
take
ever
that
met.
off.
Oh God! Don't show that on stream. That's not okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I know that's supposed to be
hilarious.
assault, but please.
That is
That's
so
like
bad.
It's as bad as your tongue is like halfway.
Yeah, that is.
Questionable, for sure. For sure.
Oh, all right. Well, Moon Monkey, thank you so much for the question.
Thanks for
my
the question,
friend.
man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Good luck at Worlds, Dunk.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, don't what?
He said, "Good luck at Worlds, Dunk."
Yeah, he said, "Good luck at Worlds."
I thought I heard don't, and then I thought.
Why are you trying to? Why are you trying to start problems?
No.
Ruby, stop drinking.
All right, sorry, PKB.
Oh no, I'm just joking, bro. You know.
I didn't mean to, man. It's okay.
I still owe you a whiskey that you found on the street.
What?
The apple whiskey you found?
No, that wasn't from the street, dude. That
what?
was.
You told me it was on the street.
I don't remember who it was, but it
What
wasn't
the
from the
fuck?
street. I promise. I promise it's from someone we know.
I was told it was by the street, and I thought like Kubi wanted to poison me or something. So it's from the street.
No, I would never do that.
What is Jake doing with his camera right now? What is that?
It's a game Cloakin's playing or something.
Dude, this
It looks
game
baller.
is dope. Cloakin got me into this game last night, and it's super fun. It's called One Death Punch Man or something? One Finger Death Punch. Get it in.
It looks like you know those stick figure animations that used to be really popular? It looks like one of those.
Well, I think it's time for shout-outs.
We've hit that moment, boys.
One finger death punch. Dude, I'm gonna play some of that in a bit. Dreadnought, not the real Dreadnought. What's up, my friend?
Oh, what's up?
He's a real Dreadnought. Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Messed up, dude. Like the spelling is actually correct.
Yeah.
Well,
this
I
is
got
the-
into the alpha before the other Dreadnought did,
Damn.
so I guess I had to roll with it.
So what's your excuse? What's your excuse for not being a pro player?
Respect.
I
Dreadnought.
tried, but
I respect that.
kind of hard.
Yeah, me too, man. I
to
failed. I
network
failed
with
too.
people. Anyway, my best moments, I have like 3 really top ones.
Oh, damn.
The Cloud9 versus Tempo Storm, that was an amazing match and amazing casting, of course.
WCA or what are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the Town Hall
Town Hall
Heroes.
Invitational.
Yeah, I'm talking about 3 moments on this show.
Nice.
Number 2 would probably be Zoya just kind of tearing up and everything on this episode. That made me kind of cry a little bit. That was sad.
Damn, dude.
Not supposed to be a
And I
sad
kinda
moment. It's supposed to be a
forgot
happy
number
moment.
Dude, look at that cat.
It's a celebration. Episode 100.
Yeah, those
celebration.
are tears of joy, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
And I also have a question. It's kind of long.
Go ahead, man.
But
Go
like,
for it, man.
if you could take a hero kind of like Karazim, who we saw kind of break his role and play as a full-on damage dealer, like who would it be? Like Uther being a full-on tank, and
Couldn't
how
it
would
be
you do it?
old school Tassadar not being being able to kill things with Archon and good storm damage and stuff? Definitely couldn't be that hero.
A hero that's already in existence, yes. So we're not talking about mixing roles right now, just something that's already there.
Old
Yeah.
Tassadar, for those of you that don't
But,
remember,
like,
Tassadar used to never be a support. He was
bring
he was
it in a new
classified
light.
Tassadar
as
was a mage. He was a mage.
Yeah,
I missed him.
but I want you to come up with something new.
I got you. I get
That's
you.
something new. Okay.
Okay, dude. Back in the day, Brightwing was so broken as a damage dealer. You had Envenom, you had got like Emerald Wind, which was unbelievable. You'd literally cleanse yourself, sprint in, Emerald Wind in the middle of their team, and like,
This is how
I
Dunk,
won the
this is
team
how
fight.
Dunk Train
Like,
got famous. This is how Dunk Train got famous.
it was so amazing.
I remember those days.
So like Damage Brightwing is probably one of my favorites, just because like it was so unbelievably broken, and like all the things that kit could do were just insane.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know about supports. There are definitely like, I would love the option for like damages and tanks to be more diversified. Very
Tier
rarely.
heals.
Tier support.
I was gonna say
Tier
Tyrael
support.
support. Tyrael support was my
You
vote.
know,
I wish that there were more like impactful like shield talents that were like, okay, you're giving up something huge for this, but this turns into like you can like half support, half tank.
Or like a hero like Jaina who has like inherent like slows built into her kit, giving her like talent options that make her utility what's prioritized, not her damage. So you can have like a support CC type Jaina or something,
True.
or things like that. I think it could go beyond just supports being able to swap. I would love to see like either damages or with warriors for the most part they're either a solo tank or they're a bruiser, right? I would like to see a little bit more flexibility there as well. Like I think Chen could be like very close to that, being able to both tank and be a bruiser. I think other heroes being able to do it too would be really cool.
Sounds cool. All right. Thank you.
No, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for the support.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the question, bro. I love you.
Bye, real Dreadnought.
Damn.
Ooh.
All right, guys. We will pull in one more for tonight.
Aww, just one.
3 more.
And Beard, welcome.
The legend.
The legend and Beard himself. What's up, brother?
I'm here.
And mic failure. Da-da-da-da.
Wow. We tried, boys. We tried. On that note, we have reached 4 a.m. in Europe, so I can't keep BKB up super late. And unfortunately, episode 100 must come to an end, as much as I hate for that to happen. Dread, shoutouts, my friend.
Dread?
Dunk. I'm so bad at life.
Yo, Dunkus! Yo, Dunkus, it comes full circle!
Wow. Wow. Did that just happen?
That just happened.
Is this real life?
So, for anyone that doesn't know, I was doing a Blizzard broadcast, and I was interviewing Dreadnought, and I said, "What's up, Dunkus?" I called Dreadnought Dunk Train in a like a pet name. Dunkus is my pet name for Dunk Train, and it's like Kubi just said, it has gone full circle, and I've officially called Dunk Train Dreadnought. Dunk Train, shoutouts, my friend.
Oh my god.
How do you follow that up, like, for real? Like, what do you say to that?
I think what I say is thank you to Zoya and Kubi and Jake too a little bit for being host at Town Hall and for everything you guys have done for the community for 100 episodes. That's been really great, guys. I'm really happy to be a part of that and to hopefully bear that torch in the future. I really appreciate it. And just thank you so much for being here to watch the scene grow with us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
If I had more booze, I would cheers with a BKB. BKB, shoutouts, my friend.
Yeah, same Zoya Kubi, like, just like, even though you're leaving now, remember, like, the most important is experience, contacts, and new friends, so you have them, and, like, it's all good, like, stay in contact, and nothing is gonna change, and we're gonna have you, like, as a guest as well, so we're gonna keep talking and stuff. And, also, like I said before, like, I'm really honored, and I'm pretty sure it will work out. I'm sure about Dunk Train. Like, we're gonna work hard to make this work, and yeah, that's it pretty much.
All right, BKB. Zoya, it's been
gonna try.
It's been a hell of a run, my friend. 100 episodes. I can't thank you enough for initiating the discussion to start the show at BlizzCon in 2013. Basically, that's what started what we have here today. And I really can't thank you enough, my friend.
Thank you, too, Jake. It's been awesome. I'm not leaving Heroes, by the way. I'm muted in Skype, not on Discord. Should I swap? I'll swap.
You're good, man. You're good. Or should we? Do you want to leave Discord now? Do you want to do that, or? No, I can't.
Yeah, let's just leave Discord now so we can mess up the production as much as possible.
We're gonna keep doing Discord only. Fuck Kubi, we're gonna keep doing Discord.
Wow. BKB left though.
I'll leave both of them. Whatever. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, it's been an awesome trip. I'm not leaving Heroes or anything. I'm gonna keep managing content, producing, casting. Like I said before, 100 episodes is a lot,
and I couldn't have been happier to do it with the two of you. I'm sure I'm gonna keep seeing Jake at Heroes events. I'm gonna keep in touch with QE. We're gonna keep, that love as strong as we can keep it. Yeah, it was an awesome journey. 2 years is a long time, guys, and it's probably one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done, probably the most fulfilling thing I've done in esports. And when I started this show, I had 600 Twitter followers, and now I've got more than 5 times that. It's just show, and the things I've learned and the events I've been to, the people I've met, have all been because of the show. So I couldn't be happier, and I'm super excited to see where the show goes. Like Jake said, I'll definitely be back as a guest. I pop in whenever it makes sense, and just keep your eye out for me doing more stuff. Right now, my biggest focus is casting and improving as much as that as I can. So if you guys are fans, keep me updated on how you're feeling about my casting, give me feedback and what to improve on and stuff, because that's really my focus right now. But still going to be in the scene and stuff. But thanks, guys. This has been one journey, one hell of a journey, and couldn't be happier.
Thank you, man.
And good luck with the casting, man. You know, like,
thank you.
People know, like, you're good at it. So just keep working hard. It will work out.
Thank you. And I also couldn't be, like, there's very few people who I would be happy with replacing us as hosts. I can name, like, 4 off the top of my head that I would just, like, this 100% open arms love them to do that. And these 2 are 2 of them. There's a reason why they're 2 of the most seasoned guests on the show. We bring them back time and time again. And I know Dunk and BKB are going to fucking kick ass.
Thanks, man. Oh, damn.
Kubi, we entered Heroes together. We
We all
traveled
did,
to BlizzCon in 2013.
Yeah.
We started commentating together. We started the show together, and you know, it's been a team effort, and
of course.
It's this is rough, man.
Yeah, I know this has been a decision I've put a lot of thought into over the past many months. Honestly, I mean, we had a lot of goals in mind when we started doing what we were doing 2 years ago, starting the show. We wanted to really just sort of do our best to contribute to a community, to try to bring it up as best we could, whatever ways that we could impact it. And then, you know, getting into casting, our dream was to just be able to cast at a BlizzCon. And, you know, we're able to do that in like such a short time. So I have zero regrets for the amount of time that we've sunk into this, and all the people that we've met. It's just been a fantastic experience. You know, I've made lifelong bonds with people that just will never be forgotten. And, you know, this whole thing has just been honestly just an incredible ride. 2 years of my life I could never possibly forget. And, you know, like I said, I'm not leaving for good per se. There, you know, who knows what will happen in the next couple months. You know, there's a whole slew of reasons that I'm, you know, kind of stepping down for the time being. But like I said, it's just been an incredible ride, and I'm super grateful to all the fans and everybody that has just given advice over this past couple of years for casting, just for everything in general. Very, very appreciative to everybody, and to all you guys. And like Jared was saying, Dunk Train, BKB, you guys are going to do a great job. And I'll keep on watching. It'll be a good time.
We're gonna watch you watch us. Cheers, man, and good luck whatever you're gonna do, which I, for example, don't know. But good luck with that, man, and hope you just do what you like to do, and it's gonna work out always.
Of course, man. Thank you.
It's been one hell of a ride, and I thank you guys so much for everything you've done for the community, you've done for the show. It's been invaluable. It really has. But I do have to say, Dunk and BKB, I'm excited to continue the show forward with you guys. I think you're 2 of the only people that can do Kubi and Jared justice in the show and carrying on for episode 101 and forward. So hopefully we can do this show you know, what it deserves, and keep it going strong for the community, and continuing that coverage here every week. Like we said earlier in the show, the plan is to move Town Hall to 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and midnight Central, or not Central, CET, for everyone, for all the viewers. That'll make it a little bit better for European viewers and European guests in particular, which is the primary reason for the change. And it'll be the 3 of us hosting the show each week, and we will continue the same exact formula that we've been running, with 3 hosts and 1 to 2 guests each week, continuing on with the show. I don't have much else to say. It's been a thank you again, and cheers to you guys. I wish I had something to cheers with, but
cheers, man.
GG's, bros. GG's.
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 GG's. Episode 101 will be next week. We'll see you then. Take care.
Ah,